I don't know why it auto-played to the basic Zenless theme after such a hype song, but anyway, there we go. Also, I realized I started the live while doing the ultra-wide, settings, so hopefully it looks okay. Also, sorry, give me 1 second, and then I will be right back. Okay, I am back, kind of. How does this look on YouTube? Does it look fine? Like, is the stream working or no? Also, YouTube chat, if you could, like, put 1 in the chat or something, just so that I know that it's working. Because, it is actively telling me that the stream quality is poor. Which is very rude of it to say that, honestly. I can't believe it's telling me that. That's so mean. Okay. Oh, it's so bright in here. It's so bright in here. Hello, hello. I'm not late for stream once. Yeah, it is early too. I'm sure me being early helps. Obviously, this is not the correct sizing for the ultra wide, which is the same issue that we had last time. Okay, let me just bonk this over. We'll just increase this in size. Move this up. There you go. There you go. We'll just fix this as we go. Can I not increase this in size any further? Yeah, sure. There you go. I'm so big on screen now. I'm damn near taking up the whole thing. Yeah, fixed. Yeah, me pressing. Yeah, yeah. It's. Leave it alone. It's kind of fixed. We let it be. We let it be, dude. It is what it is. I didn't mean to go live on the ultra wide settings, but here we are. If it ends up like actually just crashing the thing, then I will actually just stop the stream and like restart it. But I mean, it looks like it's going. It looks like it's good. I think the only issues is with this aspect ratio is on iPhones, I think, because the little like camera could potentially cut off the left side. But whatever, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, if there's an issue, let me know, and I'll just quickly stop stream and restart it on the right aspect ratio, and then we'll be fine. But in the meantime, welcome in everyone. I hope you are all having a fantastic day so far. And yeah. We're doing the podcast today, obviously. It's in the title and in the thumbnail. You clicked on it. You know what we're doing. You know what we're doing. I actually didn't even get to finish eating yet. But I guess it is what it is. Turn my light on. I think we normally have the light on for the podcast streams. So. Oh, but my backlights aren't on. Now I gotta get up again. Oh, man. I just keep having to get up. Today's Friday, right? How was y'all's Friday? Y'all got any plans for the weekend? Y'all got any plans for the weekend? It's 7 a.m. here. 7, like the 7 Void Hunters. I cannot believe you. I cannot believe you. Is it 7 on the dot for you? Is it? Or is it 6:41? Oh, thank you. I was wondering where that went. Appreciate it. $8:40. Okay, yeah, it's 6:41 for me. The earliest stream I've done in a while. Well, no, I can't say that anymore because I've done that so many times. Now it's just like the earliest stream I've actually done in a long time is. It was the Anby one. That was crazy early for me. That was like 2 p.m. CST for me, I think, or something like that. Insane. Actually insane. Does anyone else think the epilogue was awful? I can definitely assure you that you are the first person I've ever actually see type those words out. The volume here is kind of low. Don't know if it's just. Oh yeah, I mean it might be low. Let me see. Let me see. No, it doesn't look like it's that low. It looks like it should be fine. But let me exit out of this. Pull this back up. Finally got your driver's license today? Oh, hell yeah. So I'm planning to decompress and sleep all weekend? Okay, real? Dude, I did not want to drive when I first got my license. That shit was stressful. When I was like learning to drive, I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. All right, we're going to pause the music. We're going to jump in the VC. Hello? Uh-oh. Why can I not hear anything? What? Oh.
Oh yeah, true.
Repo. Repo. Yep.
Give me a sec, guys.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
repo.
Oh, true. Oh my! I'm literally talking to myself. I forgot to unmute my Discord. Oh my god, this always happens.
Okay.
Did we all
can I get
unmute?
a sound check?
I was gonna say, I think we just all did the exact same thing at the exact same time.
Yeah. Age, can we get sound check?
Hello. What's
Can I get you a little bit
up?
higher, please, if that's possible?
Oh, you
Get
want
your
me to turn my mic up?
Yes, on the settings, voice and
maxed out
audio.
already though. I'm
You're
pretty sure I
maxed
put
out.
my-
All right, let me just max you out then, because like I had you like 150. I'm gonna go like.
Oh,
all
sorry
right.
about that. No, it's because my mic is
Speak.
usually a bit lower for stream because.
No, it's fair.
Because I yell. But
Who
is
doesn't
that
yell?
okay? Is it sufficient?
Chat, are we good? Are we good for?
I can enunciate more.
Yeah. And then as I think I had you at the regular setting from last time, so I think we should be good there.
Yeah, hopefully. I normally don't change my actual mic volume, so if it's
I
good,
bet.
then,
Sounds
then
good.
we're good. Also,
Yeah,
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 my
we're good, we're
chat,
good.
let me know. I think we should all be
Yeah.
balanced. Actually, Josh, can you
My
say
chat
something?
as
Hello,
well.
everybody. Hello.
Okay, then Age.
Everyone a sufficient volume. Here, let me pause the music. so
Oh,
I know
Age
if
is
you have
too
like-
quiet. surprisingly.
Yeah, because I had H
sorry.
super quiet. But now we're
I am sorry.
There we go. There we go. You are louder
Okay.
now.
okay.
If I speak like this, is this good?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we're good.
You're good.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna turn my own
I
self
will just
down.
make sure to project
chat.
into the mic when I speak.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm knocking on H right now, and then as I'm
Yeah,
knocking
I
on
accepted.
you.
Say hi, chat.
Perfect.
Hold
Say
up,
perfect.
hold
hello. Oh, wait, you have
Oh,
to do the share chat. Hold up, hold up.
Yeah, turn that on for us.
Hold on, I gotta disable my camera because I accidentally tried to do my camera on Discord and now I'm pink and green all over the place.
No, you're all
Yo.
good. Let me know when you're ready. I'll send you the knock.
The share
You can
chat
send it
is
to me.
not working.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
the-
yeah, 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 yeah.
Wait, Josh, are you able to start the share chat? Because I'm clicking on my end and nothing pops up. Like
Okay, give me a
it's
sec.
empty.
Start share chat. Hopefully that works.
Okay, there we
Yeah?
go. Yeah.
Okay, swag.
Yes.
Perfect.
Everybody say hi to each other. It's been 24 hours.
Wow,
Yes,
I know, right?
hello.
It's been so long.
Crazy.
I've literally been I've been streaming more than I have been not streaming the past 24 hours.
You were up.
That's
You were up
crazy.
for the
Yeah, because we had the stream last
HSR.
night, right? So I
Yeah.
was streaming
Yeah.
before the repo collab, and then I was streaming the repo collab, and then I went off, and then I had to wake up at 7 a.m. for the Star Rail special program.
Oh,
And
I
then after the
forgot
Star
that
Rail
was
special
this
program,
morning.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then after the Star Rail special program, I yapped for 2 hours, and then after that, I played the Wua 2.2
classic.
story, which took another like 4
Classic,
hours. So I was live
classic.
for 9 hours earlier. And then I took a break for 3, and then now I'm here again.
You think it's the worst
My chat's
story in
probably
the
sick of me.
game?
Sick of seeing.
Why did you dislike it so much? That's actually crazy. Also, hate Charon while everyone else seems to be freaking out over her right now. Dude, you don't like Trigger? What? Yeah, I she's immediately in my top 3. Absolutely in my top 3. Anniversary program went crazy. Yeah, I need to check it out. It's been a while since I've actually looked at Star Rail for a while.
It's the dream combo.
Kala's getting some Wawa, so
Some
we'll be hearing it
Wawa.
a little bit. Yeah. Yeah,
Get
but everybody
some
say hi to each other in
Wawa.
chat. Yes.
Hello, chat.
Hello. Oh, I'm muted. Hello. I
How's
was
it going?
I forgot I was muted. Okay, I am going to go ahead and try to turn my camera on if I can do it correctly.
Let me do the virtual
No,
cam.
I did it wrong again. Turn on camera. Okay,
Wait, how
this is
did
going to be
I-
so scuffed, but give me a second.
Oh my gosh, whoa, what happened to your camera?
I know.
Wait, let me chat. Oh, you're back to normal.
I
Okay.
need to fix the Oh, see. Oh god.
Oh wait,
damn
should
it.
I do it through the streaming thing? So share my screen rather than.
There we go.
You can, yes.
Yeah, why is this quality so ass?
But yes, the quality is better when
Okay,
you
so let
do
me
it through the share
try
screen.
that. Capture
How do you do that
devices.
again? Oh, that's
You go
right.
to
Yeah, instead of
share
instead of
screen
cam,
and
instead
then
of cam.
virtual cam.
Devices Elgato virtual cam.
Yeah, and then you have to watch all the streams. Okay. Hello, Elgato.
Oh, it does it
Hello,
not?
Carla.
Hello. Hi guys.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm just
hello.
like
What's up?
learning what you guys are doing as well.
Oh, we are
All
just
good.
being very
Alright.
scuffed and.
Okay, I'm gonna also share.
Okay.
Wait, try turn on cam.
Think like that.
Wait, do we do the output type as source? Or how do we do
I
it?
did it. Yeah, I did it as like the one that's the tab on the very right.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
So share screen and there's like 3
Oh,
top
not that
tabs.
part. I'm talking about on the actual virtual camera, like on the output type. Are you doing scene or source?
Scene.
Oh yeah, scene.
Okay, right. Why
Okay, let
is
me-
this?
Okay, wait, I need to do this so I'm not just staring.
Is it
at
on
myself.
my screen that it's like super?
No. Too big on the
Hold
screen.
up. Oh no,
shit.
it's okay. There you go.
How do I?
Oh, you guys are sharing your screen instead.
Wait,
Okay.
I want to.
Yeah, because the quality turns out to be a little bit better because we have Nitro.
Wait, how do I?
Okay, but how are you guys sharing your screen? But it's like
How do I?
your web cam.
Oh yeah. So
So-
do you have OBS?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Oh,
Have you ever used the virtual cam feature?
How do I?
Oh wait,
Chat.
I think at one
I
point.
was clicking the wrong button. Did you guys see that the entire time I was clicking on Elgato and not OBS virtual camera? Were you telling me that in chat? Maybe you were and I wasn't seeing it. I was clicking the wrong button the entire time. I love that for myself.
There's a button, just start virtual camera.
Yup. It would choose whichever scene. So just like make a scene of just legit your camera only, and then just pop that sucker in.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me do
Mhm.
that.
Oh, I need to turn
See.
my own camera off. Hold on. There we go.
Share my screen. OBS virtual camera. Let me see whether I'm doing it right.
You're all good. Okay. Let me also.
Oh, wait. Codless is still loading for me. Is it for you guys as well?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I
I'm
think
trying
it's
to
loading
see.
for me too.
And pop that.
What? Oh, this.
There we go. The new Discord update did not make this easy.
I know.
I forgot about that.
Wait, no, we literally have. But you know when you call someone in a group call that's not a server, and then it shows up, because you know how before at the top it would show like everyone's icon in the call, right? And then you have the
Mhm.
regular
Yeah.
buttons. Now it sticks the icons in like the top left corner above the UI. It's so scuffed.
See, here's what I'm confused about. How do you still have your camera at 1080p? Both Ages and mine are at 720. But I have the
No.
setting.
Is it like
Oh, yours is 1440, 60 FPS on mine.
Yeah,
Oh,
mine's
is that what
1440,
it's
60
saying?
for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Mine's 720.
Oh, it's
I'm
saying
720,
720 for
30
Age and
FPS.
me, but yours is
No,
whatever,
Josh is
dude.
1080, 60 FPS for me.
I guess. Okay. They're lying to us.
As long as it's working. I mean, it doesn't look 60
Yeah,
FPS to
yeah.
me, but maybe it is.
I
Okay.
don't know why
I
mine's
moved
not
this away.
working. I already turned on the virtual camera.
Oh,
And then, did you choose the share your screen as the virtual OBS
Oh.
camera?
that's why it looks so shitty,
Share
chat.
screen as the OBS virtual, the capture device, right? OBS
Yeah,
virtual
yeah.
camera.
And then,
Yeah, I'm doing it.
yes.
There we
So capture
go.
OBS virtual camera.
that was a little
Uh-huh.
close.
I can't do that, so I have to do this.
Let me know if that helps a little bit.
Oh my
Kadla.
goodness, how are you guys doing it so well? Oh my god.
No, I mean this is our sixth podcast, so don't worry.
Don't worry,
Maybe I have to
the
do that
first few
again.
times.
Is it ready to deafen real quick? Hey, what's going on here? First of all, chat, do not call other people stupid and annoying for them just saying their opinion on the story. If they don't like it, that's fine. Like if they didn't like the epilogue, that's totally fine. There's no reason to shit on each other for it. The writing was a little messy in the epilogue, so I can't really, you know, you know, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. But it's all good. It's all good. We can leave it to a different discussion. Any lore questions that you guys have? I have seen that you guys are dropping them. I will answer them in a different stream because we're not going to be like specifically doing that this stream. I know we did a lore one last time. But yeah, just yeah, be nice. You got it. Yeah, half the podcast is tech support. That's right. So you know, you've been around.
Should be your OBS virtual camera.
Okay,
Half
OBS
the
virtual
podcast
camera.
is tech support.
It's true though. It is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying it now.
Oh, do we
Oh.
have it?
Oh,
It's loading for me. We're so close.
Where is it? Oh my god.
If anything, it's okay to directly turn on your camera. I think that should be fine too, but just the quality dips a little bit. Or it tends to
Oh
sometimes.
no. Okay, let me try that first. Turn on
Yeah, we can try
cam.
that. We have it on. It seems like it's turning on. I think maybe we might have.
Okay, let me see whether my cam works.
Yeah.
I think I have to deactivate the one on OBS first.
Yeah, it's confusing. I still don't really know how the virtual cam works. I'll be so real.
Yeah.
It
Like, we
depends
set it up the
on
first
like
time.
where your camera
Yeah.
specifically, like, because certain applications
inputting?
will take priority.
Mm.
So, okay.
Cam works. Like, you guys can see
Okay.
me?
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
No! Yay!
Hello. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
There we
I
go.
think I'm just gonna share the Discord. Like, I'm just gonna pop out Discord. I'm gonna share it on
Yeah,
OBS.
that's perfect. Yeah, and then like do the show non-participants, and then turn on the eye for each of us, just to make sure that we're all popped up for your screen.
Okay.
Because
Got it.
Yeah.
Then overlay.
To answer the question quickly, I think we talked about it when Ashkai was on that one podcast, on the last episode of the podcast. I think it's a possibility that Professor RK could be the creator, but I don't think it will be. But I mean, the opportunity for that to be the case is technically there, with like time shenanigans and stuff like that. But whatever, it's a possibility.
yes, like this is my wise,
Nice.
and it's my bell.
I saw people doing the bell one. They were like,
Yeah, the bell one
Yeah,
is goes crazy. Yeah, that's a great bell.
"Yeah!"
That's a
Okay.
fantastic bell, actually. Good stuff.
Very impressive.
Okay, yes, I'm
That's
sharing
some
it.
high skill.
All right, cool.
Okay, how do you guys
Oh.
like?
Oh.
Okay, wait. I need to. How do you guys do like an overlay where everyone has the same exact size of the screen, except because like now it's just me.
Oh,
Oh, so you have to. Are you like looking at our cams?
Yeah, but you guys are like small.
Oh, we're on the bottom,
Okay,
right?
so-
Bottom and small.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the
Yep.
on the bottom, the dot. There's more options, and then you uncheck the box that says "Show non-video
Oh.
participants,"
Show non.
and then it'll only show like the ones that you're looking at have video.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah.
There
Oh
we
my God.
go.
I got it. I got
Gotcha.
it. Yay.
I helped.
Let's go, Age.
Amazing. The character development is insane.
Let's
Okay,
go.
this is perfect. Okay. All right, I'm ready for my end. All looks good. Also, there's this one sound. Are you guys hearing it as well? There's like,
Is that buzzing sound? I think it's from me,
Ah.
Loki. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh, so because we're streaming, there's some times that it'll do that. If you just right click on everyone's like thing and put their stream volume to 0, then that should go away.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's probably mine.
Oh,
Last
wait,
time it
hold
was
up.
mine, right?
My
I think last time it was
Oh my
yours,
God.
yeah.
my headset came out.
Yeah, y'all are
I'm sorry,
right.
I don't know why I did that.
Okay.
Hello?
I mean, I did it for everyone. I don't know whose one is it, but like, yeah, it's gone now.
Yeah, as long as it's gone, yeah,
Yay.
that's
It's probably mine.
I
That's-
think it was
that's all that
low key
matters.
was me. Hold
It's
up.
gone.
Oh really? Last time it was me, so I don't know.
Oh, right.
gone.
The buzzing.
Yeah. The buzzing. Yeah. Okay. Is everybody settled in?
Yeah.
I think so. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hello, gamers. Welcome back to episode 6 of the Proxy podcast. Give it up, everybody. Wow, that's crazy. That's
Amazing.
crazy. We got here 6 episodes.
That's crazy.
I thought we would have imploded by
Episode 2.
2 or 3. Maybe.
We're still going strong.
Yay.
Anyways, my name is Josh. I'm the host of yours truly, the Proxy podcast. Let's introduce our other co-host, starting with the person up top of me, Age.
Oh, hello, I'm Age. Lovely to meet you guys. Oh, and then right, introductions.
Yeah.
Sorry, 6
Yeah,
episodes,
yeah.
still scuffed. But yeah, hi, I'm Age, AGEKK on most social media platforms. I am a gacha gamer, story reactor to Zenless Zero, Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, Reverse 1999, and I post covers sometimes and sing on YouTube as well. It's lovely to meet you all. How's it going?
Yo.
I like how at this point it's probably easier for you to say to which gacha game you don't play. List so many.
Hey, there's only 4, okay?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
being.
And then our guest, would you like to introduce
No,
yourself
we'll
next?
start with you.
Oh,
No,
oh, oh,
we got you.
guest last.
What's up, man?
Oh my
The guest for
goodness, I
last.
can't believe it. Yes, my name is Azrael Vanity.
fine.
I stream Zenless, mostly lore, but literally everything about Zenless. There's very little of that game that I do not stream. And then soon variety. I've said that every single podcast, and technically I haven't done it, but we did stream Repo
we
last
have.
night.
Hey,
Yeah,
We
we
did,
did do
yeah.
Repo. But yes, the variety is coming. I actually at the start of next month, I think I'm gonna do a challenge of trying to stream every single day for like a
Ooh.
month or longer. We'll see how that goes
Ooh,
because I want to try to lock in. But yeah, I
let's
stream on
go.
YouTube and Twitch. You can find me there.
Mhm.
And now to introduce our very special guest, coming all the way thousands of miles away, actually. Let us welcome in Zikala. Welcome to the
Hello.
Proxy Podcast.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me to the Proxy podcast. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Zikala. I'm from Malaysia. So it's actually really early. It's like 8 a.m. right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
But all good. I'm super excited to speak with you guys. I've seen all of your content already. And I am a fellow content creator. I do gacha, basically the same thing as you guys, like gacha videos. I stream predominantly Honkai Impacted and Honkai Star Rail, Zala zzzero as well, Genshin a little bit if I have time, Modern Rifts and a bit if I have time as well. But mostly Honkai Impact and Honkai Star Rail. I stream on earlier on I stream on Twitch and then I switched on to YouTube. So very rarely I will be streaming on Twitch, but most of the time I'll be on YouTube. And yeah, very excited to be here. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you for joining. I've
Thank
been
you for
wanting to talk to you for
coming.
so long. We've interacted through
Yeah.
messages, but I don't think we've ever been in a VC before.
I told my chat that the last time I went on a podcast was the podcast that I went on with MG and Nor, and you were there too. Actually, I think you were the tech support.
Was I
think
the tech
so.
support?
I
Maybe I
think
was.
so.
I was tech support for a
I don't
couple,
remember.
but yes, I do. I did
think
watch
so.
the episode. I know I watched the episode with you.
I'm not entirely sure. There was someone that was tech support. Maybe it was someone else. Then I thought it was you. But yeah,
Yeah,
that was the
yeah,
last time I went
yeah,
on
it
a
happens.
podcast. So
That was a good podcast,
been
though.
a really long time. Yeah, it's been a long time. So yeah, thank you for reaching out and inviting me on. Yay.
We have a
Glad to
lot
have
to
you
talk
here.
about. We have a lot to talk about. And talking about it a while ago, because you said, hey, shout out to Nor. Shout out to Nor. We had a podcast. Was that an HI3 podcast or?
Mhm.
Oh yeah. It was a Honkai Impacted podcast. I think I don't remember what we talked about, but
You definitely
just
talked about
kinda-
Durandal a lot, I think.
yeah. It was about
Oh, okay.
Durandal, yes.
I think it was
So
Durandal's birthday,
Durandal-
maybe?
Yeah, I think it was. It was like early in the year. So we spoke about like the new patch update.
Mhm.
We spoke about Rita as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of like went on off a tangent, but it was a fun podcast. Yeah, we just kind of vibed, yapped, went off the topic, but it went on very smoothly. So
Sounds familiar.
And you mentioned HI3 is your first game, right?
yes, yeah, that's my first. It's not really my first game that I like gacha game that I played from Hoyoverse. It was actually Genshin Impact, and then after that then after that like so after Mondstadt we went to Liyue, and then Zhongli would give you some clues about the next nation, right? Inazuma. So then he spoke about the Archon being like Raiden Mei. And then everyone's like, oh my god, that's from Honkai Impacted. And then me being from Genshin Impact, I was like, who is this girl? Like, why is she causing such havoc
Ooh.
around the community regarding like Raiden Mei? So then I went on to check how she looked like. And okay, I was like, damn, Raiden Mei looks like this from Honkai Impact.
That's
I'm
crazy.
like, all right, I better go check it out. So then I checked out the game, and I was like, okay, you know what? Let's play the game. And then after that, I went on Twitch. I think that was like COVID time, December 2020.
Mhm.
So I realized like there was pretty little like female streamers. And I was like, you know what? It's COVID. I just graduated. I have a lot of time on my hands. Let me just try out Twitch streaming. And yeah, here I am. Like,
Amazing.
yes.
Let's go. Well, thank you for trying it out. It definitely worked. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought you had started HI3 like way before that. I did not expect you to have played Genshin first and then went to HI3.
Yeah, I wasn't. I think I kind of like I stumbled upon Honkai Impacted a little bit before Genshin Impact. You know, like sometimes you go on like comic cons
Mhm.
and then you just see like a Honkai Impacted pop up. I think normally what I think when I see this game is like, oh my god, it's like waifu game, and I'm like, huh. I didn't really have that much expectation, but I'm thankful that I tried it out. So yeah, I always had the impression like, oh, you know, waifu game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
then
now
the
you're a
lore
waifu
kind of
enjoyer.
hit.
The Lord does hit.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, what the chapter 9 hit? And I was like, oh shit. Okay, but wait, by the way, like, I think I know that Ezreal plays Honkai Impact. H and Josh, do you guys play Honkai Impact?
No, I don't. But I know like a little
All
bit
good,
of
all
the
good.
lore because I was.
I just
looking
didn't
up
want to
some of
accidentally
the...
spoil.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so Age, you haven't played any?
No, but honestly, if you guys, I know like a little bit of lore, particularly some of the lore pertaining to the flame chasers, and then because of Amphorius from Star Rail.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I know like a little bit here and there, but you guys, if you guys want to talk about it, don't worry about me. Even if you say spoilers, I'll probably forget it by the time I actually like, remember playing it. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that memory loss also does me like anytime I get
Just in a
spoiled
blur.
on something, I could be like, I'll just wait 2 weeks and I'll completely forget.
Forget
It's
about it.
fine.
Out of context as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
For me, I've only played a little bit, and again, when you mentioned Nor, I actually met Nor through another acquaintance, and it wasn't only until
Ooh.
about like that was 2 years ago, and then
Mhm.
about a year and a half ago, Nor was like, okay, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna play chapters 8, 9, and 10.
Not only those chapters.
No, I obviously I had to do the other chapters first, but then
Oh, okay.
yeah, they wanted me they wanted me to stream 8, 9, and 10.
Mm.
Just because those are like that's the more impactful
Yeah.
chapters.
The
I
meat of
again, I
the-
won't spoil. I won't
the
say too
story?
much. That's where I feel like a lot of HI3 fans like really kind of like say their love for HI3 really began, because I think the first few chapters kind of set up
Yeah.
that particular point in which the whole story kind of evolves from.
Yeah.
So, hey, I mean,
So what do you think? You continue.
I'm gonna
uh,
talk about it. Don't stop at my account.
okay. For those of you who are not acquainted with HI3, you get to meet a bunch of officers
Girls.
and students and
Valkyries.
such, Valkyries and such. From it's Shixel, correct? Is that how you pronounce
Yeah.
it? Shixel?
Mhm.
Right. So you go through a bunch of missions, and you figure out the history of the Hershers and what they are. You learn about certain cores, certain powers, power dynamics between certain factions that want to get a
Yeah.
hold of said power, and then you get
Ooh.
to this very climactic moment where definitely a lot of Hoyoverse enjoyers understand the lore around Murata Himeko, or the Himekos across the Hoyoverse. And this is a moment where she makes
So
a
the
very
right.
decisive
of passing.
choice. Yeah. And also has a killer soundtrack too.
Yes.
Oh,
accompany
yeah.
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yes.
I've heard some
Yes,
of
it
the.
does.
I've heard some of the music.
Yeah.
That shit
It's like
slaps.
Anchor. It's so good. Yeah, exactly. It slaps. It really slaps. Yeah, exactly. So Honkai Impacted, after I think before I started Honkai Impacted, I read the manga and all that, and the visual novels as well. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of like locked in already. Let's try the game. Chapter 1, okay, like pretty happy go lucky. Chapter 2, okay, and then chapter 3 is like, okay, someone dies. I'm like, whoa. I mean, I wouldn't say
They
who
throw you in
dies,
the deep
but
end.
Yeah.
someone dies in chapter 3, and I'm like, wait, that's kind of fast. And like this person just got introduced, and like this person has quite a big stake. And then I'm like, oh, whoa, that's quite intense. And then chapter 4 is pretty chill. Chapter 5 starts ramping up. 6, 7, 8. And then yeah, like exactly what you say, Josh. So 8, 9 is really like where it solidifies the stake in Honkai Impact Third. And you just know that like, okay, this story, they are like serious about it. Because like the animated shots, we have animated shots, and then like the OST hits, and then I think that's like where I know that okay, I'm really locked in. I was already locked in from chapter 1, but chapter 9 just gave me such a perspective on how the story like I trust the storytelling so much, and I just know that I'm in for the ride. Yeah, until now, I guess. Yep. I'm just waiting for the next patch for the next chapter update.
Yeah, that chapter really is the
So-
lock-in moment of HI3.
Yeah, it is.
You hopped on the train and haven't been off since.
Yes, exactly. I haven't been off since.
But I wanted to ask because we're on the conversation of HI3. Do we have like a particular either moment or character that we really resonate with in HI3? And this is a question for the two HI3 enjoyers, not the tourists over here.
All good. All good.
I can name.
I mean, I
three
can go
characters,
first.
I think.
Yeah, you go first.
I think, I mean, with my 8 a.m. brain, there's a lot of moments that made me really, really resonate with like all the like not all, but like the most of the characters in Honkai Impact. One of them definitely is Kiana's growth, and that was during chapter 25. So we started off with like a really playful, happy-go-lucky, kind of childish Kiana Kasana, which is like I would say she's the main character, one of the main characters for sure. She has a very strong role in Honkai Impact Third. So we started off with this like very chill girl, that has went through like a lot of despair, a lot of pain throughout like her Valkyrie life. She has one goal. She just like wants at the start she wants to be the number 1 top Valkyrie in Shixao. And then there's so many things that happen, like a lot of like her loved one passed, and she found out about like her true self, and what happened to the people that passed. um Indirectly she caused one of them, which made her almost want to kill herself, which was like whoa. When one of the I think chapter
Wow.
like 10 or something, chapter 11, she went through like a tragedy post traumatic moment where she almost like wanted to shoot herself, and I was like whoa, wait, I gotta check again. Honkai Impact is a rated what game?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
The
was
story got
really
dark.
it
the
did.
story
It got very dark.
really dark. Yes, I remember I was playing that chapter on my bed. At that moment, I haven't started streaming yet, and I literally had to like stop for a while. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
I was not
that
expecting
one
this.
shot, I know
Yeah.
exactly what shot you're talking about.
Yeah, that one shot, I was like, oh, okay. Like I already knew that they were very serious, but like Hoyo was serious. MiHoYo is serious about Honkai Impact, but during that time, I was like, okay, so they are not shy to discuss like deep topics like this. So I'm just giving you guys a preface of like why the growth in chapter 25 was so important, because like chapter 25, she accepted the hardships in her life, and then she used it to grow further, and she comes into terms with the passing, the grief, and seeing her grow so much, like becoming such a mature person, um saving lives. Basically, like she reached the pinnacle of what could be a Valkyrie, um and seeing so many people standing beside her supporting her as well. Like it's very real. For I know that like oh her shots, okay, in real life there's no like superpower and all that, but there's one element in Honkai Impact that is so like humanifying, like it's so human, is that like they show the vulnerabilities of the main protagonist. It's not like oh she just aura farms the entire time.
Yeah.
She has vulnerabilities. Yeah. She's not
Very
24/7
humanoid.
Sang Jinwoo. I'm just kidding. I like solo leveling. I like solo leveling. It's just that like yeah, Honkai Kiana Kasana. I think that's why whenever like Kiana is mentioned, even like Honkai Star, if there's like a potential like oh finality, oh my god Kiana, everyone has such soft spot for Kiana because she's such a dear character in everyone's heart. She started off, not perfect, imperfect, but she has this line where I think like resonates with a lot of people as well. I will end this imperfect world the way that I want to. And wow, even saying that makes me emotional.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, Kiana's growth, I think, really impacted my life. It makes me like, if there's any hardships, you will be fine. You just have to, you know, be positive and stay strong, and you'll be fine. So yeah, I don't want to yap too much, but Kiana's role in Honkai Impactor definitely resonates a lot with me. There are other moments as well for other characters like Mei, Durandal, for sure. Those are my two top characters in Honkai
And
Impactor.
you can see behind.
You can see
As they
behind the
should be
Taki
as well,
Osuras.
yes.
Yeah, they're like my anchors. But yeah, Kiana, I would say, I think everyone can relate to. Every Honkai impacted player can relate to. Is what makes us like she made the story so real and like very realistic. Yeah, and also up to this day, Everlasting Flames is one of the animated shots from Honkai Impactor. Like I think you guys have heard Everlasting Flames, Shattered Samsara. Final Lesson is a very popular one that everyone speaks about.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Final Lesson. Um, and yeah, Everlasting Flames is like my top one animated shot. It always makes me feel emotional seeing how much Kiana has grown from just like a, oh my god, it's like, I think that there's one line in
Happy-go-lucky?
chapter happy go lucky, super happy go lucky. Literally, like the lines that she say in chapter 1 is so, you just know like, oh my god, this girl is very chill. She has a best friend called Raiden Me, and at one point in chapter 1 she's like, oh my god, it's been 100,000 seconds that I haven't been with you, May, and that you just know that she's just like very chill girl. And then chapter 25 she's like, okay, I'm gonna save all of you guys. Like, whoa, very very different maturity levels, which is like watching your daughter grow up,
Yeah.
really. I think that's like
Yeah.
the perfect
Mm.
the perfect metaphor to call it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm done.
Well, surprise. My answer is literally not any different at all. I was going to directly mention again, I didn't remember if it was chapter 10 or chapter 11, but the moment when Kiana is going through just like straight if you looked up the definition of depression, it literally just said Kiana. And so that's like that shot that you
Oh,
mentioned
no.
where yes, she did become suicidal during those chapters. And when I did see that moment like come on screen, that shot, it was the same thing where I'm like, wow, like we are not, this isn't just some, like this is a mobile game, but we're covering like such insane deep topics. And that was also like it's such a small thing, but the fact that that's one of the few chapters where like if you failed, there was a special cutscene in that mission where you like actually lost. The story was like actually just like over at that point technically. And so like seeing that, because I would think I was pretty trash at the game. I think I did actually fail. Or actually no, because it wasn't really skill based. It was you had to manage the meter, and I didn't manage it correctly. And I failed, and I got that thing, and I was like, "What do you mean?" But yeah, like you said, with Kiana's just entire character arc of really being able to see, it is like watching your daughter grow up, going through her happy-go-lucky phase, experiencing reality, and then learning how to cope with reality. And especially knowing not just Kiana's character arc, but how she interacts with Mei and May's past, and how she helped Mei through those kind of situations and then had to go through it herself. And while she was going through it, was also pushing Mei like away. Like she tried to take it all alone, which was very I don't want to say hypocritical, but hypocritical of the way that she was trying to help Mei during her moments. But yeah, that also just makes it very, like you said, realistic. They do feel like real characters, and these character arcs didn't happen within months. Like these were not written super fast. You had to, it was throughout years that you got to see these characters develop. and it was just really sick. That's one of Honkai Impact Third's like biggest strengths as opposed to the other Hoyo games is how deep the actual character interactions go.
agree.
And that's
Mm.
one of the reasons why I like Zenless so much, is because they are actually fleshing out characters a lot more than, let's say, like Genshin Impact, for example.
NBS
But
rank.
yeah, MBS rank, Billy S rank coming soon. But yeah. So yeah, HI3 goated. I am behind. I have not.
All good, all good.
Yeah, I did the first chapter of part 2, and then I haven't been able to play since then. But I have seen some screenshots that make me really want to get back into it. So I need to
Take your
catch
time,
up
no
soon.
worries about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
someone in my chat is like, yeah, the meter basically meant how much Hersher of the Void had control over her, and yeah, you will have lost if you couldn't manage Kiana's Void Drifter meter. Yep.
Yep.
You would have
Okay.
gotten a cutscene where it's like you died. And then like, oh,
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah.
Because Kiana's the main character.
Game over.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
literally like lose control, and then
Yes,
it
you
just
lose
tells you in
control.
text. It's like, yeah, the world's gone. It's gone. It's over. It's done.
Yeah.
So
You failed.
Yeah, it was pretty like, oh wow. Like what you say, like, oh, like as a gacha game, I didn't have like, I think because after Genshin Impact, I kind of hopped on to Honkai Impact, and then because I was like waiting for Genshin update, Genshin Impact's update, so that like while waiting for Inazuma like the next
Mm.
patch, wait, sorry, well waiting post Liyue completion, I went to Honkai Impact, and because like Liyue and Mondstadt was nice, but I haven't gotten like the real like the depth of how the story can be from a Hoyoverse game. So then when I got it from Honkai Impact, I was like, whoa, yeah, this is intense storytelling here. Yeah. I'm not scared. Not We're not scaring y'all.
no,
yeah,
no,
please
no,
play
not
it.
at
Please play.
Yeah.
That is,
There's
there's
a bunch of
so go.
yes, it's so good.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of happy moments as well. Yeah.
there is.
The
There
events,
is.
it's always like the story sometimes can be like, oh, very intense. And then when you play the side events, it's like, yo, super fun. Going through like a restaurant city moment or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that
Yeah.
reminds me of, because I haven't played it, but I have seen some content, and then I remember seeing on Twitter people were saying how I think some of the male characters in Honkai Third, they have like these really serious stories. They're like really powerful and stuff, and then they had that like the idol like dancing singing collab thing. So they have these really
Yes, yes,
goofy kind of side
Yes, they have a
alter
lot of
events
goofy.
that
Yeah, there are some pretty
get to
goofy
showcase
events.
these really fun sides. No,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, obviously I haven't played Honkai Thirds myself, but I can totally relate in terms of liking these types of stories, because even though it's set in a super fantastical world that isn't, based in reality, of course, Valkyries, things like these, they don't exist in our reality for the most part in the way that they do there. But at the same time, I love it so much when stories kind of delve into just, the human emotion, right? Clearly, the way that you guys are describing Kiana's arc, you get to see this person develop through these hardships. And even though we don't have the same hardships that she has, we can still definitely relate and apply the hardships that she has to our everyday lives. These feelings of insecurity, of loss, of longing, and it can just really resonate with people. So I really do love it when stories get darker, and I do wish that a lot more gacha games would head in that direction, in the sense of being willing to address these dark topics, which is why I actually really like some of the new Zenless story, because it does kind of delve into these harsher realities and really is not willing to, I mean, it's not, they're willing to basically go and into these dark parts of humanity, and just show us just how troublesome it can be, or just how harsh it is, because not everything is sunshine and rainbows, and not everything can be glossed over and kind of packaged in this nice little box. You do have to
Yeah.
deal with these really, really rough parts of life too. So
Mm.
yeah,
Like there's no
you
like
guys,
pure. There's no
Mhm.
like bad or good. There's like always a gray area. Like that you
Exactly.
always have to like think about it in a more like realistic manner. It's not like pure. Okay, this is good. This is bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if you don't have
Really
the bad
quickly,
days, you don't know
because-
what the good days are.
No, that's it. 100%. No, but age segueing a little bit into Zenless Zero.
I got you.
Are we? Yeah. Carla, are we caught up with the ZZZ stories and stuff?
Yes, I've just completed the 1 point. Okay, is it 1.7? 1.6, right? Yeah, it's
1.6,
1.6. I just completed 1.6 story a few weeks ago. It's now at this point it's kind of rusty in my head, but I still grasp what happened because I just finished Wuthering Waves. I saw Age finishing Wuthering Waves new story
Uh-huh.
earlier today, so my brain is more to like I think it's just the frequency. What's that? Familiarity? Not familiarity.
Oh,
Frequency
the
bias.
recency bias.
Recency
Yeah, yeah,
bias,
yeah.
yeah. But yes, I've completed it. But I may need you guys help like in some of the lore.
A few
Maybe I
reminders
forgot.
here and there.
But when you mention like hardships and then like oh that's why like zero, there were some topics in my head already popping up regarding those like hardships, especially in Andy's story.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking about Envy's story
Yep.
specifically and how
Yes.
dark they went with it.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any standout points? Was the next question from that story? Because funny enough, talking about the lore bits that you were like a little bit shaky with, we had a whole lore podcast in episode 5
Yes, we did.
that I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
with
was like a little
Ashikai,
student in the
right?
back,
I
just
think.
like, eh.
Yeah. I think I saw that because I was like looking at all of your like proxy podcasts, and then I saw like there was one that you did a few weeks ago, and you guys already spoke about 1.6. So I was like, wait, oh my goodness, are they gonna talk about it again? Because I'm like, okay, like so I was wondering whether that topic is off already, you know. So I'm like, hey, I mean, I do want to talk about it. So yeah.
Oh no
What was
worries.
your
We
favorite
just
part?
went like really, really deep into the lore of not just
Yeah.
1.6, but
Yeah,
like the overall
yeah,
Zenless
like the
lore
whole
in the
world
podcast.
building. We may have gone a little over the top with it, but yeah.
No, so yeah.
We
We can
could
definitely talk about like more 1.6 focused things today.
Yeah, yeah.
So no worries about
Mhm.
that.
What was the question again, Josh?
Your impressions and what was your like favorite standout part?
Okay. I mean, Envy's story was great. But I was taken aback by the organ trafficking.
Yeah.
I mean, in like not in a oh my god, in a like whoa, that's like the same feeling as what I got when I came across chapter what 10x the one where like Kiana was suicidal,
hmm
and I was like whoa okay, Hoyo was like gets you where you have this broad vision of zero. Like a lot of people say it's like Gunner game. Until now, I don't really know what's Gunner, but like oh happy go lucky. Like oh my god, look at Bernice. Like her music video and all that. Like super
Mhm.
happy. But sometimes like we overshadow. No, what's that? We overlook how like Xenozone Zero is actually set in like a post-apocalyptic world, and everyone, I feel like a lot of the characters have gone through some form of traumatic um experience, and
Hmm.
one of them being in Envy's story. Twiggy was her name, one
Mhm.
of Envy's clones, and like the different experiences that they had. Envy being able, I mean, Envy didn't have like such amazing experience as well, but like post when Nicole found her, like found her treasure, she has begun to enjoy her life more. Like she found her love for burgers and all that, and then Twiggy coming in, literally telling her, "Wow, that's amazing." Um, Sadly, I didn't have that life. I got my organs taken out from me. I didn't even have anesthetic, like anesthesia, so I could feel the pain, and I was like, wow, Zenless. Not only did you like slap us with the organ trafficking, but you also make us like feel really really bad, like the heart wrenching moment when she's like, you could feel it,
Yeah.
and then like and the voice acting, oh my goodness, was so good.
Oh, it was
It was so
spectacular.
immersive. Yeah, it was
Yes.
spectacular.
Yeah.
So, that part, I mean, I can't say I resonate with it, right? I mean, like, I didn't have the experience out there, like you know, but um, I have watched movies that spoke about organ trafficking, and it's a really real thing, especially in Southeast Asia. There are some countries
Mm.
that really have a lot of like notorious gangs like doing this kind of stuff.
Mm.
So having that being um exposed and like spoken about in a gacha game really speaks to how gacha game story has developed today. Um, and it ended off sad as well. Like it ended off, it's a
Yeah.
closure, yeah, for Twiggy. And you know sometimes I am embracing the fact that like they don't have to always have like a super happy ending where like this person gets an arc, a redemption arc, like they go through happiness in life again, but they just like kind of end off like this is reality. Sometimes they don't get a chance in life anymore. Yeah. So then that's basically why I enjoyed Andy's story so much. It's not my favorite for sure. Like it's maybe it's top two, maybe it's number two because up until now Harumasa still like takes the cake.
Harumasa's
Ah,
is
okay.
so
Harumasa's is
good.
so
I
good.
love
Yeah,
Harumasa's
Harumasa's
story.
so good. Yeah. So towards the end, like we were ranking, we're like, oh my god, it's so good. It's like 9 out of 10. But my chat was asking me, oh, but is it number one? And I'm like, number one in terms of story, like companion story, it would still have to be Harumasa. But MB's story, well, was really good. I'm thankful that I did that before 1.6
Yeah.
story because
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't like in the dev stream they don't have to like really explicitly mention it, but like if the devs have mentioned slightly like just in their special program like, oh, you know, proxies, it would be great if you start MB story before 1.6, but
Yeah.
there was no heads up.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could only get it from Twitter where people were saying like, oh, Azra, I think I saw your tweet, you're like, hey
Oh
guys,
yeah.
is it
Perfect.
I saw it. Yeah, perfect. Because like I actually already scheduled 1.6 story, and then after we play NB story, and then I saw that, and then like I saw, yeah, and then like people were saying, oh yeah, you should definitely play NB story first. And then when I played 1.6, I was like, damn, I'm so glad I played NB story first.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm
Yeah.
so glad chat told me because on the day that I was gonna play 1.6, every single time a new update comes out, I always do main story first, and then I do the agent story after. And so
Yeah, same.
on the day, like I started a new thing where I don't stream the story like when it drops. I do it the day after. That way other people can play it first.
Me as well.
Which I'm
Mhm.
glad I did. Because anyway, I was
Yeah.
at work and I had scheduled that night to do the main story. And then everyone was like, yo, you need to do Anby's agent story first. And I was like, no, I already scheduled the main story for tonight. And I didn't want to wait any longer because the longer I wait,
Mhm.
the higher chance of me getting spoiled. And so
Yeah,
I
exactly.
asked my
Yeah,
boss,
I
I was
feel that.
like, let me leave, please. Like, can I leave early? And he let me leave early. So I went home instead of at 5:30, I went home at 12, went, got lunch,
Hey,
and
there we
then
go.
came home and started streaming at like 1 p.m. Finished Anby's agent story, worked out, took a shower, and then streamed again for the entire 1.6 main story. So we did all of it in one night. And then yeah,
I
I was
think I saw
when
that.
That's
I
some
saw your schedule
dedication.
stream.
yeah.
And then after that, like there was like then suddenly, oh, you are streaming earlier. I'm like, oh, okay, he's streaming the NV story already. But yeah, exactly what you mean.
Yeah. And then
It's
once I
like
did the
I
main
always
story, I
stream.
knew that I was glad that I did it.
Yes, I always stream main story first and then only like even for 1.5, I streamed the main story first and then only Harumasa. So
Mhm.
this time I'm just like, okay, let me just
Yeah.
do that as well.
Yeah.
But wow, like thankfully, because when I played 1.6, there were so many like times where they're just and then like the organ trafficking.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wow. I can just imagine if I played that first, I'd be like, what the organ? What now?
Yeah, and
What?
to
What do you
be
mean organ
fair,
trafficking?
like
Where does this
they
come from?
did have the internet posts that you could read before you go into the story, but there's two things that are bad about that. One is who reads those like in the normal player base, right? Like
Yeah.
chat,
Yeah.
do you actually who actively in chat goes and reads the new internet posts before you do the story? Probably not that many. And then two, like that if you did, right? If you did read the internet post, it would give you a little bit of like, oh, there's some Oregon stuff happening soon. Or happening now. But if you didn't do the NB agent one, like you're missing out on so much context. Like knowing what they're talking about and not just, oh, organs, when those things come up, then it's like, I don't know, it just hits harder. And you can like
It's
tie
also
things together
interconnected.
better. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when Andy like faced like that guy. I don't remember his name. But he was like the that dude that was who Twiggy was being funded by. That one like
Oh, Hartman.
Hartman. Yeah, exactly, Hartman. So like knowing the gravity of the situation for NB, if I didn't play NB story, I would just be like, oh, okay, NB probably doesn't really know Hartman and stuff. But knowing that like, okay, so like, hey, NB, like you know how much it means to her because then like you got the context from NB's story regarding Twiggy and then what happened in the lab and all that. So then yeah, exactly. It just gives you much more context.
Yeah.
So yeah,
goes
that
from
was definitely
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say really quickly. It goes from Anby just fighting an NPC versus Anby squaring up because she has beef with this NPC.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is exactly how it feels. Yeah, it's like Envy, go, go slap that dude, bro. Oh my
Get his
goodness.
ass.
Instead of like just get his damn ass, clap him. Instead of just okay, Envy, go. Yeah,
Mhm.
like go get the NPC. Exactly.
Yeah,
So that was
I will say the like not just Anby's thing because they did have other moments in this story that was also like deeper tone. One thing that I am actually surprised by, I heard a lot of people say that like I don't know if this is how it is or not, but with like regulations in terms of storytelling on like companies being corrupt, it doesn't really happen too much on like the CN side, but Zenless portrays it so well, and it's like literally the main thing. Like there's so many corporations and companies that are just unbelievably corrupt in this world, and they went hard on it on like on this patch with oh, what was her name? I can't remember her name, but the one where you go in, Vivian saw the vision of her, and you go into the hollow, and then you find out that she,
the corrupted lady.
yes,
Ah.
she
Yeah,
had
the
she had
mom.
the
Oh, the
plan
girl.
with the life insurance, which like
Oh,
we were
yeah.
talking about how realistic HI3 storytelling is. That shit happens. Like that shit that happens IRL. People will do insurance stuff like that so that their family, yeah, Sienna, so that their family can like actually thrive. But that's such a sad situation, and they slap you with it. There, it is out of the blue. Like you're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna find her ring. And I didn't even realize it at
Yes.
first, but when you walk back up and she's just on the ground, I was like,
Yeah.
what
Just on
happened
the
to you?
ground.
And then when I interacted, and they were like, oh, she's dead. And I was like, what? What do you
What do you
mean?
mean?
I was like, what
Yeah.
happened?
Your
But
ring,
I was
man,
yeah.
laughing
your
at it
ring.
because I thought she got Yamcha'd by like an ethereal. So I was like,
That's it. At
yeah.
first,
I was like-
right?
and then she was like, oh, I was like, oh,
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, that's
when you realize.
crazy.
yeah.
It's insane. So yeah, there's the Ambi situation, there's that as well. There was another, I mean, there's a lot of stuff like the ballet twins also, like the full story behind the ballet twins is also just like really sad.
Mhm.
And it's so
Corruption.
funny when it's compared to the surface level of everyone's like idea of the game on like Twitter or any other social media is
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God,
Gooner
everyone's just
game.
gooning.
I know, and
Yeah,
then like
Gooner, don't get into
anytime,
it, it's
oh
just gooning.
not just the ballet twins. The one that I was thinking of was hold on, De Winter and his wife. That
Oh my
story.
god.
Yes.
That
Oh,
story
that
was
hit.
also crazy because it
that
was again another like corporation caused this thing to happen. And it's
Yeah.
like they'd have no remorse, but it affects actual people. You can see it, like not
that's so
just the
real.
person that
Mhm.
they were after, but the people they love, his wife. Like, and then now she has her own like idea that she wants to go do. So anyway, yeah, Zenless, great job.
Yeah. So I just wish that was like the viral thing of how people think of like Zenless. They're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, Zenless story, like it's so real instead of just Gunner game.
Yep, I know.
I feel like a lot of people aren't willing to look past the surface when it comes to Zenless because they're so against this idea of, oh my God, they give so much fan service. That means that because they have to give fan service, they have no substance to anything else in the game itself. Because that's why they need that's how they get the fans, right? They have to keep giving us this like these really attractive character
Yeah.
models. But I think anyone who plays Zenless who is like into story, obviously some people just aren't into story, which is totally fair. You know, I think they're missing out, but you know, that's just how it is. I know a lot of
Yeah.
people who don't really enjoy story as much. But for the people who do and are willing to give it a chance, everyone just agrees that the characters are so well written. They always give them depth. You know, some a bit more than others, of course. That's just how it goes. You know, there's so many different characters. But what I really like is the way how they're really nonchalant about kind of bringing up these dark topics. Because, like you said, I mean, in 1.5, you know, with the whole Year-Round of Winter thing, obviously they kind of solved it in a pretty like cheesy manner. You know,
Yeah.
the power of singing and magic, or like, you know, everyone kind of happiness. But at the same time, I think
Happiness.
usually when
The way you
guys,
say
let's
it.
sing together, we'll stop it.
Oh, happiness. As the whole thing is dropping.
Yeah.
You have like Evelyn and Astra, you're like, oh, you know, I see the purest melody in your eyes, in your heart. And you're
It
like,
was
"They are
so
dropping."
cute.
Yeah, it's so cute. It's okay.
Yeah.
Power of happiness. Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry,
Really
sorry, I
happy at the
interrupted.
moment. Oh, no worries, no worries. But I also just appreciate how they don't always give these characters who have been so affected by this thing, like you said, a happy ending. You know, Twiggy didn't get a happy ending. Even Anby, in my opinion, in the story, didn't really get a fully happy ending either, because Anby kind of accepted that Soldier 11, she was gonna lose her memories, so then they didn't get that like reconciliation in the way that you would normally assume, because Soldier 11 still kind of hates her because she doesn't remember anything that happened, right? But then to Anby, she's like, yeah, it's probably better this way. But it's not satisfying. But that's, you know, somehow that's sometimes how reality is. And with Lady De Winter too, right? You know, she did all these things, and we understand why she kind of got to this point of insanity. But at the same time, you know, she just goes to jail. You know, she has to pay for her crimes because she committed those crimes. It's not like
Mhm.
everyone gets a picture perfect ending. We don't get to have just all sunshine and rainbows, even if you do bad things. You know, consequences for your actions are going to happen, regardless of how you or the reasons why you do those actions, right? So I think that they do a really good job of addressing these types of things when it comes to the characters that they bring up in the stories. And they don't do it in a way that's like, you know, a lot of the times that cheesy. Obviously, there's some moments here and there that are pretty comedic and
Yeah.
cheesy for the most part to give us a bit of like, you know, happiness, but
Mhm.
it's just like the nonchalantness in which they will bring up these ideas and these topics when it pertains to characters in the storylines that really resonates and feels just so grounded in reality, because that's life.
Yeah.
Life sucks sometimes, and
Yeah,
there's nothing
life
you can
sucks
really do
sometimes.
to fix it, right?
I will say
Mhm.
with the Soldier 11 kind of forgetting her memories thing, that I think would have hit harder if they explained or wrote how her memory thing worked better, because they said the way that
Yeah.
they explained it was like it's going to be one reset and it's happening now, and then it happened, and then she saw the footage and then had like, you know, had the saw everything, and then
Yep.
out of the
She never
blue
really
it was just,
adjusted.
oh, it's actually it's you know, like the next couple days after the reset they lose their memories too, and it's like, oh,
Again.
okay, like
Mm,
I get what they were going for, but they could have done it
Mm.
in a little bit of a different way where like it actually like hit
mhm.
where I knew it was going to be that way. But yeah, I do agree that like it's I'm glad that they don't think that everyone needs to have like a happy ending.
Happy ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes, as what you say, Ish, sometimes life just sucks.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
just how it is. So you can
Yeah.
relate when you see characters, even if, you know, you're not gonna go crazy in the same sense as some of the characters, but you can sympathize with why
Yeah.
their life turned out the way it did, and how not everyone gets a happy ending. And in a way, that can also give you strength, because then, you know, when you're having hardships and tough times, you can realize that, you know, life is going to be tough. So you really gotta power through it, and
Mm.
because happiness won't always be handed to you on a platter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
why I'm really liking the little bit of Trigger's story that we've gotten so far, especially with like
Mm.
the demo that we got last night.
The demo.
Yeah, I
Oh,
went
yeah.
crazy over that demo. It's so cute. Trigger's such a sweetie pie. But
Yeah, she's so sweet.
you know her past is traumatic, but she like
Yeah.
still goes out of her way to make sure that not just the kid, right? Like the interactions that we saw her have in NB's agent story, everyone
Mm.
is like close and loves Trigger, and she treats everyone like with the same respect. Uh and she just tries
And
to
she
make everyone
brought
happy.
Soldier 11 to
Mm.
go like gacha. What was that, like blinding box date, and
Yeah, she did
then
a
going to
whole
eat
date
spicy
thing.
food. She did
Yes.
a whole
Yeah.
date for her. I was like, wow,
I
she's so,
know, it
her
was.
empathy and like, you know, the love that she has. The demo just solidified. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely pulling for her.
Yep. And probably what's
Yeah.
funny is she said she learned that from us, like from Faithin, how to do the date. And knowing that the apparently the agent mission is the flashback to when we first met her, we're probably gonna play
Mhm.
through us taking her on a date at some point during that agent
Yeah.
story.
I'm so excited.
I remember when that happened, they're like, yeah, I learned it from you. And I was like, wait,
Yep.
what? And then like, oh, it's a teaser to her Trigger story. And like, yo, I can't wait.
Yeah,
Super
I
excited.
do want to see their like first interaction. Also, chat said on my YouTube side, isn't like Juyuan the only one without a traumatic past? And I will say that is technically true.
Ah,
And I like the fact that they don't think everyone has to have a traumatic past.
Mhm.
To be fair, she did get lost in a hollow as a kid, and she did have to get
Yeah,
saved. So there
exactly.
was that. But besides that, her parents are still alive. She lives at home. Like she's got some besties.
friends,
She
she
got
got support.
Miyabi. Yeah,
Yeah.
like she's
Yeah.
the least traumatized out of the cast.
Yeah.
But
But I
yeah.
would say like that's right. Like Zuyuan, she does like have the least traumatic past. But I just want to say as well, yeah, she got lost in the hollow and then got saved by apparently a bringer, isn't it? I
Mhm.
think, yeah. That's
Yeah,
why like she
Bringer
looked up
saved
to
him.
bringer so much. And then but her story, her background, like the As the Sugar Cube Floats, the EP that she had, where she's like, oh, working hard in naps, and then she just got like a message notification from her parents like, are you gonna come home? That she is, despite her being like the least traumatic, she's like the most relatable, at least to me. Is like especially I think this hit a lot. I saw on Bilibili, like the CN site, because
Mhm.
like I Asian, like the Asian family, normally we don't really express love so much versus like Western.
yeah.
And how like in this moment in time, like she there's a hesitancy from her side, whether she's like, I'm busy, I have work. And I think not just like for Asian families, like I think this happens for a lot of families as well, where like as you grow older, you have more things in life to handle, not just work, your friends. I think there's a chart where like you spend most of your time with your family earlier in your life, but like when you hit like 25-ish, you then like it gets lower, and then you spend more time in work instead and all that. So then like Zuyuan, after that, like reminiscing about the past, then makes time for her family, and like, you know what, I'm gonna cook your favorite food. And then the music is just like, it's so nostalgic. I feel like Zuyuan, like she's one of my favorite characters in Zero. I'm glad like they portrayed her in that kind of manner. Like, yeah, she doesn't have like the super most traumatic experience, but her story is like, there is this like pretty normal girl out there that is like, you know, like so relatable. Like
Mhm.
you can resonate
She
with her
still has
so much.
struggles.
Yeah.
She still has struggles, exactly, and her struggles are so real. Like it's like, oh, I'm doing really well in apps. I'm so busy. I don't have time for my family. Don't have time to go back to your like. There is this one thing that like I think Lunar New Year advertisements. It's always like, are you coming back home for a reunion dinner? And then it's like, I'm sorry, I'm busy at work, like this kind of stuff. And she's like, I'm busy with naps. I have work to do. And then the family is just like, oh, okay. So that being portrayed in Zero, I really enjoyed that so much. I think that's like my favorite EP. But yeah, sorry, you mentioned Suye, and I was like,
Yeah, no, I'm glad I did
I
now.
gotta yell a bit about my
Yeah,
favorite
go
girl.
off.
My girl, Zuyuan. Yeah. So that was such a beautiful moment, I feel like, especially since Zuyuan was one of the first characters other than Ellen. That Ellen, right? Yeah, that popped
Mhm.
up. So
Mm.
I think I was very surprised at how Zero like took their time with the characters, and yeah, so happy with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ellen
If
too
I
has
may,
I mean, oh.
Oh,
no,
Ellen
no,
is
go ahead.
also
Go finish
very
your thought.
like,
Finish your
I
thought.
don't think Ellen
Oh.
is like super traumatic as well, right?
Yeah, I was about to say. I feel
Yeah,
like I
that's
don't
fair.
know too much about Ellen because they haven't really given us too much about her backstory, but it seems like
Mm.
she's for the most part just a pretty normal girl working this side job because she's really powerful,
Yeah.
And so she's just kind of chilling most of the time, we see her, she's just hanging out with her friends. She's just being a high
Yeah.
schooler. So it's
Mhm.
nice to have, we have the traumatic characters, the characters who have been through PTSD and like they've
Yeah.
been through the gauntlet, and then you have some characters that are just living in the world, doing their own thing.
All the high
So it's
schoolers
nice to
playing
have that
Zenless
variety.
Zero. Like, oh my god, Zenless. I mean, oh my god, Ellen. So relatable. Just going to school.
Yeah, like she has that secret like life, kind of like it reminded me of like
Playing Hannah
Danny
Montana.
Phantom, like My Life as a Teenage Robot, like
Yeah.
those classic cartoons, at least the classic ones that I used to watch, 100%.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Seth too. Seth's just doing his job.
Yeah, Seth is
Yeah.
just a boy.
He's just a good boy.
He's just a good boy.
The goodest boy. Yeah. So despite these characters, like I'm happy there is a good balance between characters that like, they don't have to have like, it's not sometimes, it feels almost performative if like every character has like a very insane past. I love how like they took the advantage of like just normal, like a normal relatable real character, and then they expanded it and they executed the storytelling so good. I think Xenophon Zero has one of the best storytelling in like gacha, in all gacha games, I feel. With the comic strips, with the EPs, with the demos, and then
Yeah.
their trailers. Like yeah, it's so well done. They can make like the most like yeah, Tuyuan's story is, it's like very mundane. It's like really kind of like everyone goes through it, but they execute it with such a love and passion. Like you can almost feel like yeah, they really care about um telling a great story. So
Yeah.
and then there's Jane Doe.
And then there's and then there's Jane Doe. That is true.
You gotta create characters for specific target audiences, you know. So
Hey, she's relatable too,
Has a
though.
lot of the PubSec.
yeah.
Most of the characters are just kind of chilling.
Yeah,
Just,
that is. Oh, that is
doing their
true.
9 to
As
5.
opposed to
Right.
Section 6, which is literally their opposition,
it's
which is the most
trauma central.
traumatized too. Yeah. But yeah,
You're right. Actually,
That-
Nats
that's
is
really
just
funny.
chilling, Pubs.
no wonder they don't like each other.
No. But if I may pivot away from some of the sad stories, let's pivot over to a happy story that has a good ending. Kodla, would you be able to tell us about the story of you meeting Da Wei? Because that lore goes crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
That lore, yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, perfect. Because I know that this was in the topic agenda as well. Yeah, and it was last year. It's still fresh in my mind. Basically, not to yap too much. It started off with Honkai Impact Third's part 1 story ending, and we were going into part 2. So it's not like a whole different game. It's just like part 1, Kiana's story has kind of like closed off. Like we have gotten closure in Kiana's story, and then we expand further in part 2 with a new cast. And to promote and to celebrate this new part 2, there was also like a synchronization of the global anniversary. Like a global, because we have
Okay.
like Southeast Asia, we have JP server, we also have NA server, EU server, and
Yep.
all these servers have different anniversaries, and so that makes it a little bit like isolated. Like the ex China side of things, China's anniversary and also global's anniversary is still different, but then they want to synchronize everything, so that happened around the same time as part 2. So it was like last year January. I got like this invitation where basically it was like out of the blue, like, hey, you wanna come, do you wanna be on our promotional dev video for part 2? And I was like, yes. I mean, yeah, hell yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, let me be on. So the the community manager, reached out to me, and then they mentioned like, oh, by the way, we have to fly you to Shanghai, and I'm like, whoa, flying me to Shanghai? This is getting kind of real here. So I was it still feels like it's surreal to me, like a very unreal experience. So then I accepted it. They flew me over to Shanghai. There was like a agenda every day. Except for the days that like it's totally free for me to do whatever I want. So there was a day where the community manager that was in charge of me was gonna take me to the office. So then I went to MiHoYo's office. It was really nice. Couldn't really take too much pictures. There's like privacy, confidentiality things
Yeah.
going on. But there was one
Of
time I think I
course.
saw something. Like I walked through someone's desk and I saw like I think a potential upcoming character, and I was like, I looked at it, I was like, who's that?
You're like, no way.
Oh, got a sneak peek.
No way. And then I was like, okay, I need to forget. But I did forget anyways. And then the character did come out. I was like, oh my god. Only then I realized, wait, I think that was the character that I saw. So then yeah, everyone there was so fun. They had cats around the area. They had like this one area where it's just for their cats to stay. And then
That's
they're free to roam around.
amazing.
It's so cute. They're like, let me show you our cat, our resident office cat. I was like, oh my god. They always show it in the dev preview videos, where sometimes like they'll interview a developer, and then like the developer just like, hi, my name is something, and then there's like a cat at the back, and I was like, oh my god, that's the cat. So, but that's not the time where I met Dawei. I met Dawei only the next day, I think right after, the next day after I went to the office. Because he was the host for the part 2 celebration video. So basically, I was there. I was invited, not only just me, but there were also like different content creators, hosts that were invited from different regions. So I represented Southeast Asia. There was global also, and there's Taiwan. There's also Japan. There's Korea. So I think there's 5. Yeah, there was 5 regions that they covered to invite. It is basically like also a representation of like synchronization of the anniversary.
Yeah.
So not just me, 5 of us, and Dawei, and also the developers that were there to speak about what part 2 can bring. And so I was very nervous, very nervous when I met Dawei, because I didn't know how to, I didn't want to come off across like too like intense, like, oh my god, Dawei, like, can I take a picture? Like, oh, thank you so much for making all these games. But
Yeah.
we did, I think all of us, like all 5 of us, were really excited to meet Dawei, but we didn't. We wanted to respect his boundaries. So we kind of just sat there and did our thing. But he was the one that came up to us, and he was like, "Oh my goodness, you guys, y'all want to take a
Aw.
picture?"
That's so cute.
That's so sweet.
That's
So
really
sweet.
cute.
He really is, like, I'm sure you guys are like very familiar with how he gives off this passionate vibe when
Mhm.
he speaks in the developer streams. Genshin. Did he? I don't think he popped up for Zenless actually. I don't remember.
He
But
popped on the
Yeah, he has.
Oh,
Yes.
he on
Once or
2
twice.
streams, the launch
Yeah.
one and then the 1.4 one, which was like a soft
okay.
relaunch technically.
Oh, you remember which
Oh, that's
one?
right. That's right. That's right. Yes, he did. So, in a lot of these videos, he comes off across like you just feel the passionate aura. Like he exudes through the screen. You know, this guy's really happy and like he loves what he creates. So that is exactly how it felt when I met him as well. Like he's super friendly, very very open, and literally it's like, he always comes up and say, "Hi, it's your old friend Dawei." Like,
Mhm.
"Hi, 我是你的老朋友大伟哥." And it really feels like that when you meet him, because like when you speak to him, it's so nonchalant. He's the founder of MiHoYo, but you don't really get that feeling of like that dominant authoritative feeling. You get a feeling of just like, yeah, your old friend, you're just hanging out chilling. I think there was particularly one point of time where I really felt like he was so chill, because all of us were kind of, I think the producer of that anniversary stream, the part 2 anniversary stream, was really professional, and they wanted to make things perfect. So a lot of times, like where there were like mini mistakes, and that's great. I don't mean this in a bad way. Like when there were mini mistakes, we did a reshoot, and everyone was chill about it. But it's just like we were kind of running overtime. I think like 1 hour, 2 hours ish. So a lot of us are getting tired, kind of tired. We started at 6
Sure.
a.m. It went on all the way until like 9 p.m.
Wow.
There were breaks, of
Okay,
course.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
There were
That's
breaks.
crazy.
Because we had to shoot a lot of like different scenes. So then at one point, like Dawei is like, you know what? Because it's the ending speech already, and then everything's done, but like we did some retakes. And then he looked around, he's like, you know what, guys, don't worry about it. Just chill, relax. His English is great, by the way. Like he spoke in English. Relax, everyone. Like at this point, everyone, all the viewers has already gotten what they want, which is the redemption codes. And no one kind of it's like they are just here for the codes, so they kind of don't care already what's going on. So we can just do whatever. We can make mistakes. Don't worry, guys.
That's
Then I was
funny.
like, the thing is, that is so nice of him to say. I was beside
Yeah.
him, because like the seating structure was that I think I was supposed to sit beside someone else, and then they kind of like switched it over for me to, and I ended up sitting next to him. So I was really just like, it felt like I was, oh my goodness, this overwhelming aura of positivity and like, passion. It's the creator of the games that I love.
Yeah.
Not the aura. So when he said that, like he's like looking around, looking at me and stuff, and I was like, okay, yeah, all good, all good. Then we laughed. So that was really great. I did prepare like a local souvenir gift for him, so I didn't want to come across too like, oh my god, I'm your fan, please take this. But I did first tell the community manager if I could do that because Dawei does have an assistant. And she was like, yeah, sure, just go ahead. Like he always receives gifts, it's fine. But just like maybe like you have to play by ear. You when he's busy, like don't just like go up to him and stuff. Like only when he's free. That I was like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. So then after we took a picture, I did tell him like, oh, I have a gift ready. I've prepared a gift for you. Is it okay if I give it to you? And he's like, yes, thank you so much. I was like, yeah, it's from Malaysia. Then I gave it to him and he was like, oh, that's so nice, thank you. And then like it's nothing too big, but like he's so appreciative over it, and I'm just like, I hope you never die.
Yeah, he really
Please
does
never
seem like
die.
such a sweet guy. So it's cool to hear
Yeah.
that it's the same off camera as well.
Yes, he is like so sweet. And there was one part where it's only him. Like he does the introduction. He has his own speech. So we were all at the back, just sitting down, kind of watching him do his thing. And wow, when I tell you he can log in really quick, he can just like log in and do his thing. He really is so professional when he needs to be. At one point there was like the guy that was in charge of the camera was like, okay, action, and then he's like, hi, I'm Dawei, blah 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 blah, part two. And then they're like, okay, done. And they're like, perfect. But then the producer's like, oh my god, we didn't like the mic is like at the back area. And then I remember at the back, I was like, oh my god, but that's the perfect shot. That's like the perfect take already. Then because like in my experience, sometimes when you take a great scene already, the next few scenes is like, like I don't know, it just like kind of diminishes. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't do as well as the first one.
Yeah.
But then his second one did better than his first one. Oh my god, I don't know how this man does it. I don't know. He's
Locked
like-
in while already locking in.
It was already locked in, warming up as well. The first thing was his warm up. Exactly. So then and he was so chill about it. He's like, oh, okay, no problem, let's just take one more. And I was like, man, like this is why I think we get such great games, because the developers are all being guided by this shining light. Like when you have someone in the upper management team kind of like, I wouldn't say being the herald, but like making sure that the essence of when you're making a game, your audience is the players, and you really have to like be a player yourself and love, like, love the games that you play. And he is the personification of that. The personification of like Mihoyo's, I think it's Tech Otaku Save the World.
Yeah.
And he has always like had this motto in his heart. You can feel it even when you just meet him for like one day. And yeah, Tao has just been such a great person. I only met him for a very short time, actually, like maybe 1 to 2 hours of me actually interacting with him. But yeah, then he got really busy after that, so he had to leave early. And that's about it, honestly. Me meeting with Tao, that's how it all happened.
Gotcha.
I also met some of the other developers that I normally see in Hong Kong Impacted's dev streams and preview videos, which was really nice. I remember there was one like called Fanchuan. He is in charge of Do Randall's visual novel. A lot of the stories
Oh.
are actually written by Fanchuan. So I
Oh.
managed to see him, like the visual novel that I started off with reading before I started Hong Kong Impacted. So that's like also one of my holy grails that's made me really want to start Hong Kong Impacted. Raiden May and Durando's visual novel. So I remember when I met him, I was like, oh my goodness. I teared up. I was like, oh my god. And then I kind of like wiped my tears away. And then he looked at me and he's like, oh my god, I know you. And I was like, you know me? I'm nothing. But he was like, yeah, of course I know you. Like you're pretty popular in Bilibili. And I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. I was like at this point like kind of tearing up already. Really felt like that position of how grateful I am of who I am for like my community and also the Bilibili community, right? So then he said, you want to take a picture? Oh, it's so nice when you don't have to like, can I take a picture with you?
Yeah, I'm
it's like,
sure.
you want a picture? And I'm like, yes, please. Of course, I do want a picture with you, Fanshan. So then we went out the balcony. Wow, me Hoyo's office is so great. I think I'm free to talk about this. Yeah, I think at one point there was a lot of things I couldn't say because it was like before before they premiered the special streams. So I have to be very careful what I say. But I think for now, like everything's fine. So then we went out of the balcony, very beautiful, took some pictures, came back, and then he hugged us and he's like, I gotta go back to work, but thanks for supporting Hong Kong Impact all this while. And then I saw a lot of Durandal merch around his area, and then I was like, oh my goodness, like I already knew at this point, but I just had to reconfirm. I was like, you are the one that like made the Durandal Yuantao's story and stuff. Then he's like, yes, I am. And I was like, you are the creator of my favorite character for Honkai Factor. It's
I love
so
you.
unreal. I love you. Please never die as well. Please. But yeah, he's super sweet. Everyone in MiHoYo was very nice. They had like this cafe where like their own cafe in the building that was
Mm.
that had a
Ooh.
menu catered towards characters in Honkai Factor. So there's
That's
like the Honkai Factor
amazing.
building.
That's so cute.
Yes, there's like Honkai Factors building, then there's like another building catered for Zenless, then there's another main building that's like Genshin Impact. I went to both Genshin Impact and also the I think Zenless is together with Honkai Star. I don't know. I'm kind of like hazy in my brain, but I know that Genshin Impact's building is separated. There was like like really far, not really far away, maybe like 10 minutes. But anyways, so then I ordered like this Rita Ross Wise bubble tea drink or something, and like you just know that if you're an employee as well in Hoyoverse, you are taken care of pretty well. In my opinion, like from I mean, I'm not an employee, but the environment is very conducive. It's very like the culture is great. I can see that, and yeah, they also like had lunch delivered to them because I remember it was during lunchtime and there was this guy that
Oh.
was in the elevator. We were about to go down, and then like this guy is like with a bunch of food. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of food. And then the committee manager's like, oh yeah, like, they for those that like want to eat, want to stay, like they want to stay in the office and eat instead of going out, they can opt for like the free meal from the office. And I was like,
Wow, that's really nice. Yeah.
whoa,
And they bring it to
that's
them too.
Yeah.
yes, and then bring it to them. Exactly, you don't have to like
Stay
this is a
working.
voucher, get out. Yeah, stay working. So the environment is super nice. There's also this nap area. I think it's like a
Nap area.
man-made area. Yeah, nap area where people can bring like I think there was sleeping bags on the floor. I think, and then like makeshift tables that like kind of look like it was supposed to sleep on. And then I was like, whoa, like is this for sleeping? And then the committee manager's like, oh yeah, sometimes unfortunately there are times where people have to overtime and sleep over here. But yeah,
right, yeah.
this is for that. So, of course, like I think all of us have like, I mean, for me at least, I feel like with the amount of content that they're pushing out for every game and like new games that's coming out as well, sometimes I don't understand how the devs, are you okay? There are some there's one
Yeah.
event in Honkai Impacted where literally is this character called Teresa Apocalypse. She is the overseer of this Shiksa organization that you mentioned, Josh, at the start. So she then gets overworked and very stressed out, and then this event is entirely just her dream of not wanting to work. And I remember all like my entire community and me going like, is this a cry for help from the developers?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
please get us out of this work. And
It's
then they
funny
just like
too
put it
because
in
the
the story.
gameplay for
We're
that
being
like
overworked.
Yeah.
the gameplay for that version of Teresa is you ult and you literally AFK. It plays the game for you.
Wow.
Auto cook.
Yeah.
Exactly. Her ulti is literally just like she just goes to sleep and she's
Yeah.
like, okay, let my puppets do
She
this thing.
literally sleeps in the ult, yeah.
Exactly. I think Honkai Star has the Chimera event recently also is like, oh my god, I don't want to work. Like there are multiple like
Yeah,
mini
yeah.
hints like, are you guys fine? Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like seeing how like great the environment is, like there is the the cats as well. I think there's like 2 to 3 cats in each building. I correct me, I'm not sure. But at least for the Honkai Impacted building, there was cats. And then there's like also the cafe. It was so nice there. I was kind of shy because I wanted to try another one. And they're like, you know what, if you want to try like the I don't know, I think it was like Raiden Maze latte, someone's latte, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, go you try it out. Yeah, and I was like, oh
Hey.
yeah, sure. So
I
really
need
nice.
that.
And you
Was
don't
it
have to
yummy?
pay for it. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
you don't have to pay for it. I think, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you just order. Yeah. Um, I don't remember. Or is it like actually you have to pay, but then they paid it for me? I can't remember. I cannot remember, but basically that was it. We went to the main Genshin building, took some pictures. There were so many statues. Like even in the main building, I think they had a bigger cafe there. Like the cafe not only serves drinks but also food. But they were a lot more careful about taking pictures over there than in the Hong Kong impacted building. I think because like Genshin, it's such a big game, right? And if anything goes wrong, like the scalability because the community is so big, it's also like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are way more careful. I went to another building where there was like because the community manager is like, okay, so now you're here, I need you to take pictures with everything, and I was like, oh my god, perfect, because I do want to take pictures with everything. So that led me to this building where it was like I think Bronya's her show of reason bike. It was Project Bunny's bike.
Yes, I think
Yeah,
I've
it was
seen
like this.
pictures of that.
Yeah. It's a very
crazy.
popular statue in. It was at the front of like one of the buildings, and so I went there, and they're like, okay, take a picture, take a picture, and then like I think this is like really clear in my head actually. The security guard was like, no, you can't take a picture of this,
Oh.
and then I was like, okay, never mind. And then the community manager's like, I am an employee here, like, I am a staff here,
It's
and
my
then they're
job.
like, yeah.
She needs to take a picture with it.
Celebrity.
Like, I'm the staff here though. Then the security guy is like, yes, but like you still cannot take a picture, sorry. And then she's like, please. And then I don't know what she did. She's like, please, like, this is really like difficult. Like she came over from Malaysia. Like she really tried her best. And I was like, thank you so much. I'm fine with not taking a picture of with that, but she really like did her best to push it. And then the security guy's like, okay, fine, like just one or two. And then we took a picture. But honestly, I'm not trying to say like the security guard is very intense, but it's good because apparently like the community manager said there are multiple people that kind of breach in and just like they want to take a picture
Yeah.
and they don't really respect the privacy, the confidentiality, and the boundaries of like their rules.
Mhm.
So then they come in without passes and they just take a picture. So there are multiple times that this happens. So then the security guard just have to practice more stricter measures,
Right.
which is totally understandable. So that's why I was like, it's cool. Like I don't really need to take a picture. But thankfully, I ended up I took a picture. And yeah. Sorry I yapped so much. Basically
No,
that
you're
was that.
good. It's a
No,
great
it's
story.
good.
Yeah, we like hearing you yap.
Yeah, it was thank you guys so much.
We're
Because
all
sometimes I
here
don't know
this.
like whether I very rarely go on podcasts, so I'm scared like I yap. But
No,
it was so good. I remember like when and um they also kind of gave me like what employed is that the word, like they assigned me this buddy, like this she's like an interpreter, but then she kind of took care of me ever since I landed in the airport. Like they made sure
yeah,
my
yeah.
experience was taken care of. There's like an interpreter alongside with you. So because like I'm not very good in Chinese, honestly, my Chinese is super basic. So when like we were at the set, sometimes like honestly, a lot of the employees in Hollywood have great English, but sometimes there are some times where like you have to get the message across, and then like it gets you need an
Yeah.
interpreter. So every representative, like the 5 representatives from the different regions, all have different interpreters. And for me, oh my goodness, I feel like I made such a good friend there as well. We exchanged WeChats. It was so good. Even when I left Shanghai, she followed me to the airport, and then she's like, okay, I'll make sure like your check-ins and all are it's okay. And then I was like, oh my goodness, thank you so much for like doing so much. And she's like, yeah, no problem about it. And I think she was trying like she does want to work in Hollywood, but it's difficult because like they do have like quite high requirements if I'm not mistaken. And I think this is not something that's confidential because basically you can just find it on the job portal. But I think like if I'm not mistaken, the requirement even for like a fresh grad, I think it's master's degree.
Oh wow.
And she is
Wow.
I think she already has masters because she's like in China the
Mhm.
I think the competitiveness is so high. So then I was like, yeah, please, good luck. I'm gonna give you like a great review. I'm gonna tell the community managers that like you are the best. You
Best
are the
escort
goat. You are
ever.
5-star rating.
exactly best buddy ever, best traveling buddy ever in Shanghai. Like you gotta get a good review. So I told the community managers because the community managers after post Shanghai trip, I came back and they're like, oh, there's a survey, and I was like, whoa, there's a survey for like my experience. It's like during the end of the patch. Here's your survey, get 30,000 credits like that. So then like there's a survey, like let us know your experience. Then I was like, okay. So I wrote there like, oh, perfect guy in Shanghai and stuff, and thank you so much for like you know, it's very easy to half-ass whatever you do, honestly, because sometimes like when you're not in it, like you can kind of see that half-ass, but they really like
Mm.
fully wanted me to have a great experience in Shanghai, especially this is my first time. So I spoke with the other representatives as well, and they said like, yeah, it's been amazing. There, yeah, accommodation was provided for the days. I went there earlier and went back later, so I extended my trip. But for the days that they already allocated budget for, we stayed at a really nice hotel, taken care of really well. So yeah, I would say the money that I put into was in like gacha games.
Yeah.
Yes, I got the returns. When I'm like in the hotel, like yes, this is why I spent my money
Yep,
for.
yep. That's why you
And
bought
more
the
than all
extra
of that, you
pools
got
for
a
the hotel.
Yes,
yeah, and more than
exactly.
all of that, you got a priceless experience.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you can't just buy an experience like that, you know? That's something that
Yeah.
is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yes.
And the fact that they worked so hard to make it so amazing for you is really touching. Even just hearing about it, that makes me so happy.
Yeah, that sounds really, really
Yeah.
Me
cool.
too.
It's
It's
so,
so
oh my
so
goodness.
sweet.
I just wish like everyone could have this opportunity, because this once in a lifetime, like it's a once in a lifetime. Like as much as I would love to go again, I would say like everyone like that hasn't like had this opportunity as like a creator, like it's amazing. Like it's really eye opening. You get exposed to like the culture of Hoyo was beyond like what you see on the screen, and it it's just, yeah, it's a very nice experience, like, as what you say, Age. Um, and how passionate they are to make things good for you, not just like, okay, you come here and then do your thing, and then I think the fact that they assigned an interpreter to me, and not just like beyond an interpreter, like she was so nice. She's hanging out with me, especially like downtimes during the when we were, because like I remember I mentioned it was 6 a.m. until 9 p.m. So there were multiple downtimes where basically you don't really do anything because you're just waiting for the other person to finish their scene. So then I'll just like chat with her, and then I really got to know her on a deeper level. Like to the point where like I understood like China politics and all that. But it was fun as well. It wasn't like intense topics, right? But
Yeah.
um, yeah, just really great experience. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. I always love seeing when they do the dev streams where it's like actually the devs and you get to see them like behind
Yeah.
the scenes, because
Yes.
I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
seeing behind the scenes of like big projects like this where you get to see that it's full of a team that is just like full of passion for the project that they're working on. It is really inspiring to see, and every single time they do anything behind the scenes, I want more. Every single time I'm like, give me more. That's why I think it was it a whole part 1 documentary? They did like the
Yes.
documentary, yeah,
Yeah.
that whole
Yes.
thing where they
Yes. Yes.
showed like all the behind
Yeah.
that was so good. I
It
loved
was like
that.
1 hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah,
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 yeah. Towards the
yeah,
end, it was like I think Xiaoji was boarding on the train. Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then after that, he's like, um, yeah, like I think that Honkai Impactor is invincible every day. Like there were so many quotes for that documentary
Mhm.
that was so inspiring, and I agree totally with you. Like I'm like they need to show us more of the behind the scenes of
Yeah.
the developers because it's so inspiring. Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes they post the videos of those like interviews where they do those sorts of skits with that one interviewer who is really goofy, and I just
In
always think
Honkai
it's
Star Rail?
really cool. Yeah, the Star Rail
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The funny girl.
I always
Yes.
yeah, I always find them super fun because obviously we get to know the devs more, the people behind this game that you love so much. But I just hearing the behind the scenes as well, right? Even secondhand through you, but getting to see it, like some of the footage of some of the people who are working on it in the environment they work on it in. It's just it offers you so much insight into what really goes into creating this product and this game that you enjoy so much. So I also love those very much.
Also, I
Yeah,
will
when you're like
say,
playing the game.
oh, I was just gonna say the sets for the dev streams, and I know that the set for that
Yeah.
anniversary stream was crazy. Like, how was it seeing it
Yeah.
on stream? It looked insane. Did it also look insane in person?
Okay, so like I remember going in, and yeah, it already looked insane actually. They had like these lights. I think they call it like lights for AR, augmented
Yeah,
reality, a
yeah.
lot of things going on. The set, like there was some parts where they had to actually bring in real stuff, like they didn't use CGI. There's one part where I was like in a sandy area and I needed to step on sand, and they had like this block of sand that they brought into the set.
That's
And they're like,
so
okay, you gotta
funny.
step on this.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah. And they were so particular about it, which is great because they're like, very perfectionist, honestly. And that's why we get so much, like a like game, well designed game, like Honkai Factor, Zero, and all that. Is that like the people behind these scenes are so passionate about what they do. Like, I think just you would think, okay, all you have to do is just step on sand, right? But like the intensity where you step on the sand, I think I retook that scene more than 10 times, not gonna lie. And at
Really?
one point I was like
Whoa.
literally bowing down to everyone. I'm so sorry for the amount of times that you have to retake this. It's just you stepping on sand, girl. Why can't you do it right? But it's because I think like they said you have to step on sand twice, and you really have to make it look like you are struggling. Like there is a whole hills, like
Yeah.
the storm is going against your face. So then I was like, okay,
Okay.
let me try that out. And then at one point, the guy, the producer, was like, like he did it in such a nice way, by the way. So everyone was very nice. He's like, let me show you how it's done. So he does this. He's like, okay, you have got to step here, and you got to step there. And I was like, okay, then I did that, and I did it wrong again. And he's like, okay, no problem. Okay, then he's like, okay, why not you just chill and like practice? And you know why I feel so bad? Because every time I step on the sand, they have to like redo the sand to
Reset
make
the
it look.
sand.
Make it
Yeah,
even.
Reset the
Yeah,
sand.
yeah.
They gotta reset the
they
sand
level it.
again.
Yeah, yeah.
And that takes like 10 minutes for them to do. Then they have to like off everything. They're like, okay, all right. I don't know what they say in Chinese, but they're like telling the guy like, okay, you gotta reset the sand again. And they're like, okay. And I felt so bad just standing there like, I'm very, very sorry. And because I only was allocated like an hour for my take, so I don't want to go overtime because then it just like
Right.
it just barrel rolls into like the next person is gonna start late as well.
Yeah.
So where was I? Oh yeah, the set, yeah. So then the set looks really incredible. Of course, when you actually watch the stream, it looks it definitely looks crazier because then they actually do like the CGI stuff. There was one scene that was a little bit difficult for me to immerse myself into because apparently like this guy, the developer goes in the middle of the scene and then he kind of like there's an orb where he opens up the orb and then the entire background is inside that orb and then you have to be like, whoa, that's the orb.
I think I
like,
know
in the
what you're
orb.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that part. And I remember the producer was like, it's gonna be difficult for you guys to immerse yourself into this because the set doesn't like we're not actually doing it in the set, but like you gotta
Can't see
look
the
like
orb, right?
Yeah.
you can't see the orb, yeah, but you gotta like make it look like it. And then I think some of us kind of overdid it where it looked like really cringy. And they're like you have to jump as well. Like they gave us instructions. You gotta like kind of get startled, jump, and like whoa, be amazed. But we were like too amazed, and then we have to retake that scene multiple times as well.
That's so
But-
Too
funny.
amazed.
Less
Too
amazed.
amazed.
Too amazed. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be too amazed. Okay.
The orb is cool, but not that cool.
That's
okay?
why I always have respect for like even though a lot of movies now almost everything is like a green screen and they just edit everything in. It's harder for the actor to like act because there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So they have to do
Yeah.
stuff like that where you just have to pretend everything is there.
You have to like play pretend.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
Did you take anything from the set? Was there merch there?
Ooh.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there was definitely merch there. I think for a lot of the streams, there's always like that, like mini merch, like in particular to maybe like if it's like a Raiden May patch, then they'll give like a Herschel of Thunder merch.
Yeah.
I think this one because it's anniversary, they put Himiko's um
Oh.
Vermilion Knight VKE's battle suit statue there.
Yeah.
And this brings me back to that one time. I remember I sat beside Dawei and I don't know, I kind of want to make some conversation with him. I don't want to be like this really introverted person, and I really want to, yeah, just like that. So
That's
I
right.
wanted to start a conversation with him because like it's now or never. Honestly, it's like if I
Yeah.
don't, I don't regret as
Yeah.
well when I go back. I'm like, oh my god, I should have said that. So Dawei really likes Himiko, is what I know. His favorite character is Himiko.
Yeah, you got married.
Murata. Yeah, exactly. He got married with Himiko. So yeah, the picture.
Yeah, I love
what
that
picture
picture
you're
so
talking about.
much.
Ultimate dedication.
Like, let's go. I love my type otakus. So then I turned over to him and I think I try to speak in Chinese because I just want to respect, right? Like in China, like try your best to speak in Chinese. And I spoke in Chinese, but like he replied to me in English. So I was like, okay, let me speak in English then. I was like, hey, Dawei, that's your favorite character, right, Himiko? Then he was like, oh, that's like, yes, my favorite character, Himiko. So yeah, that was just a small interaction. Basically, there were a lot of merch on set. what we got to take back, and honestly, like, I didn't expect anything, but I remember like they all borrowed. We all like got rented like this outfit because okay, like for a sandy area, they gave me this jacket. I still have it in my. Oh wait, I spoiled it already. I got it. Yeah, I have it in my wardrobe. But it was a cool. It's like Bronya's Her Shot of Truth winter coat, I think. So then I
Yeah, that's
yeah,
sick.
it was really cool. It was
Ooh.
really cool. I took it off and then I put it back on the set, the wardrobe area, and then the community manager was just like, you know you can just take it back. I was like, what?
Whoa. Wait, you're like bet.
Like bad? Yeah, I'm gonna like yeah, yoink, I'm bad.
Okay, thank you so
Yeah.
I'm
much.
a yoink. I'm a yoink now.
That's the green light.
Yeah, I got a green light. So I remember my friend Island, which is the global the NAEU representative. He was also really excited about like his jacket because he's like I was like, oh my god, he has a very cool jacket. He had Kiana Castana's
Ooh.
Her Shot of Flame Scion winter coat as well.
Yeah, it
So
was
then
sick.
I remember I was like, it was so sick. He looked so cool. Then I remember going like, oh my god, you look so good in this. You should kind of ask them whether you can keep it. And then he's like, yeah, I know, it's like so cool. So then that was before that, like an hour or two before. So then when I found out from the community manager that we could, I was like immediately like ran up to him like, Island, we can take it back. We can yoink it. And he's like, yes, let's go. So that's basically I think the main thing that we could take back from the set. But the set was quite like confidential as well when we took
Yeah.
pictures, and if
Mm.
we could post it in the social media platforms, post when they already premiered the special stream, but we had to like blur out a lot of the sets. I think like you I that there's like it's pretty much I don't have to explain why it's so
Yeah.
confidential. But other than that, I don't think we could take anything back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best thing
yeah,
you
I
could
think-
take back. Like all those
Yeah,
jackets
yeah.
were so sick.
Exactly.
I know when they were promoting the stream, they had the pictures of you guys in your own like settings or whatever, and I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god, everyone looks so professional. What are they doing over there?
Yeah, I think we were all like kind of like out of our comfort zone also, except the host from Japan. I think that's like she was so professional. I learned so much from her. But yeah, other than that, I think we were all kind of like really flabbergasted by how great the set was, because I think the set itself also gave us some immersion, except the part with the ball, honestly. But the set was so immersive. Like the sandy area, I think they actually yeah, like what I said, brought sand, and then they also had like I think 5 fans that were blowing at me to really show like the
For
sandy
the wind,
effect.
yeah.
And yeah, the wind, and the background was the same exact thing that you saw in the special stream as well, the whole like sandy area as well. So yeah, really cool. I didn't expect like myself taking anything from that set, but yeah, the best thing I could take was the jacket that I was
Absolutely.
having, because yeah, I think the nostalgia, because when I recorded those scenes in the special stream, I had the jacket on, so that jacket is like a memento. It's like a
Mhm.
Yeah.
like a
Pass it
a
down.
memento from
Yeah,
right?
pass it down. Generational item.
yeah, it's a
Generational
generational
relic.
relic. Yeah. Yes, it's gonna be an ancient relic at this point. So, but there was like some merch from the office, so they had prepared like quite a lot of merch for us in like a package, and they're like, hey, it's like for our creators. And I was like, oh, thank you. Yeah. So but that was from the office. From the set itself, not that much. But it was like a very like I don't think I would ever have that experience in my life. Yeah, once in a lifetime, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's super
Mhm.
sick.
Would you be allowed to show us the jacket right now? Do you have it?
Oh
in
yeah,
your
yeah,
room?
yeah. Of course, let me show it to you. Okay, let me quickly
Drip
just-
session.
see,
Let's
I
go.
wanna see it.
Drip.
Show us the drip. Yeah.
In the meantime, folks, chat, hopefully you guys are enjoying the stories so far.
Yeah, I
Welcome,
am.
welcome, folks. If you
Yeah,
guys
I know
joined us
I
in
am.
between.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, this
Oh,
one.
it looks
This
so
that
one,
is
right?
cool.
quality. Yo.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
quality of it too.
I think that's
That's
like
so
over
sick.
here. I think I don't know whether you guys can see.
Hell
it's like
yeah,
her
Hershey of
shot.
Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, her shot of truth. At the back, I think it's the most important thing.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's so
Yeah, it's like-
sick.
Oh, that
It's
looks
such a
so
good.
cool.
It's so good.
I don't know why it shows like blue effect on the cam, but this is actually gray. I think it's because like this has like a light
Oh.
reflective
Yeah, it's
effect.
a reflective
yeah,
material.
yeah.
Oh, I see, I see. I just thought it was light
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah, it's gray. It's actually this color. It's this
Oh,
color. I
okay,
don't know why
okay.
it shows like that. So then over here there's like, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, yeah,
Bronya.
yeah.
Ooh, Bronya.
Yeah. And what else? Oh, there's like also, so there's this one Hyperion in Honkai Impact 3rd. Like when you go into the game, there's like Captain on Bridge. So then like
Oh,
there's this one as well.
oh, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, this is not the coolest jacket for sure. Island has the cooler jacket. The Flame Scion one, that one's insane. But of course, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Thank you so much, Oyo, for letting me keep this. Yeah, really, really like, oh my goodness, so
Yeah.
precious. Like I will never let go of this. But I will let it go now because
Yeah.
it's very heavy. It is heavy. So
It's too,
let me just
it's too
put it
heavy,
back.
too warm.
Yeah, yeah. It
Yeah,
does.
it
It
looks
does look
really,
really
really
warm.
cool.
Yeah.
It is really warm. I mean, I would love to wear it out, but in Malaysia, like we have 24/7 all day, all year. Like our
Warmth.
warmth. Yeah, it's just summer all day,
Oh,
all month.
awful.
Unless there's like rainy season. So I don't get to wear this often.
Mm.
But when I do, if I go to any cold countries, like let's go.
You gotta
I'm gonna
show
show
off,
proof.
show
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna show off. I'm gonna show off this Bronya jacket. Yeah. But yeah, this was nice. There's a lot of merch as well that they gave, but like I really kind of decorated it on my room.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
There's so
Yeah,
much
yeah,
merch
and
that I can
worries.
see. Yeah.
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 Listen,
I love it.
Is that
Yeah.
Ellie on the like shelf on the left there? Okay, yeah, yeah,
that
Is
is
that your
yeah.
favorite? Is that your favorite memorabilia?
Yes. Oh no, my favorite is Durando. But like, yeah, I put it to like at least that's her figurine. Yeah, and then you guys, I don't know whether you guys can see. This is Durando,
Oh,
the
okay,
figurine,
yeah.
and this one is Raiden May's figurine. So I have like 3 big figurines here. I have a few more, but like these are like my precious babies.
The Raiden May
I
one is
gotta
so
Gotta
set it
good.
up.
show.
Do you have the Flamesion statue?
No, I
That
don't
thing
have
looks
that, unfortunately.
crazy. It looks so crazy.
That looks so good. That is definitely, if I have more space honestly in my room, I feel like I'm at the point where like I'm kind of capping the display sets in my room already. Like at one point my brother came to my room and then my brother's like, I feel claustrophobic in your room with so much merch.
Yeah.
Like low key feel like I'm entering an anime store, and then I was like, okay, but I feel comfy though, so totally
Yeah.
different experience.
Yeah.
But if I have more space, I would definitely want to get the Flame Scion one as well. That one looks so good.
It
Like I think
does.
Hoyobus does such a good job with their figurines.
Yeah, I really
So
wanted
good.
the Fuhua one. I can't remember what the actual, you know which one I'm talking about, where her ult is
Azure
like
and
the cool.
Pyrrha.
Yes, 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 yes. Because it
Wedding-
came
the
with
wedding
like the
dress one.
glass display box. I was like,
Exactly,
what are we
yeah.
doing?
What are we
It looks
doing here? Oh
so
my goodness,
good.
like,
Yeah, I wanted
you
it.
guys are like so passionate in everything, including the figurines. Yeah, exactly. I think Kiana has a recent one that like it's not out yet, but it's like pre-order moment at this point. It's the Herschel
Oh.
Finality, the dress one as well. I don't know
Yes.
whether
Ah.
Isn't the finality
She
one
has-
massive though? It looks
Oh, yeah, that's massive.
huge.
It looks huge. Yeah,
It's
it
like
looks huge.
it's not a 7. It's not a 7th scale.
I think it's like
Let me look it up because like it is literally massive.
it looks
Let me
huge.
see.
Yeah, it is massive, definitely. I
It's
think the
because
Because
most
usually like most of like the large like ones that probably you have are like 7th scale. So this is probably either like a half scale or a 3rd scale.
yeah, I think this Alicia one is 1/7. Yeah, the 7 scale one, yeah.
Mm.
But I don't know why, like exactly what Ezra said. The Kiana Fidelity one just looks humongous. Like even more big than Alicia's merch. Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. Oh, okay. During that time when I went to Shanghai, zzzero didn't get released yet because that was 2024
Mm.
Jan. But
Right, right.
they already, I don't know whether I can see it. I think I can see this. They already had merch ready for
Don't get in
Zero.
trouble.
Totally understandable because I
Ooh.
think when they
Yeah.
did road shows, they're like, okay, join in the pre-registration for Zenless and get this merch, right?
Oh,
So
they've
they also-
yeah, no, you could say that. Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
definitely have merch. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So then they also like gave me some merch for that. I have like, I think they gave me Belle, Wise, Nicole,
Oh,
and B.
cute.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
because someone in my
I'ma
chat is like,
need that.
but do You have the triple Z merch. Yeah, yes, exactly, yeah. Because someone's like, I think it's very obvious that I have a lot of Honkai merch, but like, yeah, someone in chat is like, do you have zzzero merch? I do, but it's not shown here, yeah.
I only have my
Exactly,
fan
they
made
have,
On
like,
the other
ones.
shelf. It's not.
I
It's
think
not
you
on
have,
the
like,
display
the-
shelf.
I see the EOS at the back. Super cute.
Oh
Oh my god.
I only have my fan made ones.
So funny. That's so funny.
Oh well, and this one. I did win this
Eos.
one from the Twitter
So cute.
giveaway,
It's a little
like the
tail
actual
I
too.
saw
EOS
that.
one. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so
Yeah,
cute.
It's so
The tail.
cute.
Yeah, wait, that's the phone.
It's the phone stand,
The phone
yeah.
stand.
You
Yeah,
have
right.
the way that they have it is you put it like he'll be facing whoever's like on the opposite side of your desk because you put it on
and then
his
you put on the
feet
butt.
and it leans up
Right,
against his
yeah.
ears, so it's like this.
Oh,
And you just see
that's
his little,
so
you just see his little
cute.
toesies at the
Oh my
bottom.
God, wait, that's so cute. And little mini eels. I remember the clip, Ezra, where like there's one fan that had the same like the placard in
Yeah.
the story, and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
That's where I got it from. Yeah.
I
So the
love
way that I
it.
got that like prepared was thankfully I had the early access creator server for like being able to
okay,
playtest
okay.
Astra. And you're not supposed to like show any of the new areas. And I very quickly, because I saw in the trailer that she was holding up the sign, and I was like, I'm not gonna spoil myself on like the entire area, but I teleported there and I took a
Yeah.
screenshot of like a close up of her holding the sign, and then I work at a sign shop, so I printed it into the sign. In fact, on the sign, you can actually
That's
still
so
see the
smart.
NPC's hands holding the sign, holding a sign on the side there.
It's okay. You just cover it with your own.
That's what I
Yeah.
did,
Oh,
yeah.
your own hands,
That's what
yeah.
I did.
Wait, that's so smart. I was actually honestly I was wondering like, wait, how did you prepare that? Like, and then I was thinking, wait, did they show this like NPC anywhere? I'm like, or like, did you that? Oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, I saw it in the
see.
trailer, so I knew she existed, and I was like, okay, I need to get like a high quality image to like
I quite
actually
feel
make it
that.
good. And then I do still have the huge. I don't know if you saw it when I took like the pictures in the suit with the massive Astra like shrine thing in the back. So
No, I
still,
don't. I'm
you
not
have
sure.
it? Oh, okay. Let me show you.
I know the picture of
Okay, here
your
we go.
like,
Here we go. Show
the
and tell.
suit
Show and
version.
tell.
Yeah, I saw the suit picture, but I don't think I. What is the background? Cute doggo. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
This
oh my
poster
God.
is so cool.
oh my god.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Evelyn's
For those who
gonna
don't know,
steal
that's from
that
the web event.
ASAP.
Yeah, it's from the
Oh
web
my
event,
goodness.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is so pretty. Wow, it's like human
The art
size.
style.
It's huge,
Yeah.
yeah, because I had
It's bigger than human sized.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
bigger
bigger
than
than me.
human size.
I did a promotional thing. They were like, yo, if you want to do this, you can. Just act like you're going to Astra's concert and like take a picture. And I was like, I'm gonna go all out. So I printed this and then had it as the backdrop for my pictures, and I was in a suit. And I was like, oh yeah, there we go. I can't wait for her
Oh.
concert.
I think I saw that picture, but I was like, you would think that I would be like focused on the Astra. I just like was like, wow, you're in a suit. Let's
Yo,
go.
dab
You drip.
up.
Yes.
You
Dude,
dripped
the
already.
suit-
Oh my goodness.
It's so
wow.
funny because I don't have a suit, so I had to have one of my friends come over, and the suit was way too big. So if you saw in fact, actually, I think I have let me see if I can find a picture of what the back of the suit looked like, because it was like baby's first suit. It was so funny. We had it clipped in the back on every single like point
Oh
just
my
to make it
God.
look like it was tight.
Yeah.
It was tight. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Wow, the commitment and like the dedication for Astra Yao. Let's
Yeah.
freaking go.
It was I try to do it with every character, like when I haven't been able to do it recently because they don't have the they don't show the like sandwich shop type of chibi art that they do for the characters when you okay, the way that you would see it, the little chibi art on the 7-day login, like when the patch drops,
Mhm.
like the cute like sharp ones, I would print those and make
Oh,
my
yeah, yeah.
own like acrylics. They weren't actually acrylic, it was foam
Oh.
board. But I don't know if I have them, so I'm going off screen so many times. But I would make my
Okay.
own little character stands.
Show and
Okay, you're
tell.
coming
Let's
back
go.
with goodies.
Yeah.
I wish I had any Zero merch.
I see the Ayato cosplay at the back.
I do. Okay, for those who
Oh,
you know,
the
before
Genshin
Ask
bag.
pulls it out, I have Ayato, Nilu, don't ask, Yaimiko,
Nilu?
don't ask, Chi-Chi, don't ask, Venti, and
It
Mona.
must be from like
Don't ask.
like a streamathon or subathon partnership, something
Yeah.
going on there. Like it
Yeah,
has
yeah,
to be
yeah.
a
Chat.
goal.
Chat's
Of
picking
course,
some
yeah.
nice
And it's
fit for
not like I
you.
wanted to wear them. No, no, guys, of course
The
not.
Ayato one looks so cool though, honestly. Like, oh, it's just there,
Yeah.
but it's so cool.
Yeah, no, I think the Ayato one I would like genuinely wear to like a con or something because like the jacket is like super sick.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Ooh.
You have like a Genshin.
Yeah, you have like a Genshin bag to put all of your.
Well, I don't have a.
All
There's
your
no
merch in?
Zenless. There's not a Zen. I mean, I have everything in there. I have like a little HI3 bag in there too. And I have a big
Oh,
version
Yeah.
of the
That's
HI3
so
one.
nice.
I think it's in
So
storage
nice.
because when I moved, a lot of my stuff is in storage right now. But I do have the Star Rail merch, which is cool. I got this from.
I want more merch.
Where did I get this from? Oh, one of my friends went to a con. And
Mhm.
oh, hold on, let me see if I can get a good close up of this. It's holographic, like thick cards of all the different
Whoa.
like
Ah, the
God, that
tarot
is
looking
so
cards.
cool.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
pretty.
it's so
Oh, I think
nice.
I saw that on Taobao. Yeah, oh my god,
Oh,
that's
and
so
the
pretty.
it's
That
the
is
the back
gorgeous.
as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's literally the Kafka cards.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
official merch.
Cute.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
they released a
this
few
one
months
one's not
ago.
fan made. Yeah, this one is official.
Yeah.
No, the
Whoa, those
quality
are
of it's crazy.
yeah, the
It
quality.
really is. Yeah, I mean it was expensive, but it was worth it.
It's worth it.
Definitely worth it. I mean, look at the shine, the
And
glitter
then
on
there's
that.
one, yeah, Sparkles is the only one that has a special backing. It's like a gold
What?
like
Oh.
backing, and then it's Sparkle.
Oh.
There it
Wow,
is.
director, let's go. Oh my god, sparkle.
Lore relevance.
More relevancy, even in the merch.
I mean, yeah, but yeah,
Oh,
very
that's
good.
so nice.
All their merch is so sick. I can't wait. I bought an unbelievable amount of official Zenless merch from Dave. He
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Dave, yeah, I met him. Yeah,
I love him.
He,
He's such a sweetheart. He went to the con in California where Zenless had like a little like pop-up shop there, and
Anime X.
no,
not
it
Anime
wasn't
Expo.
Anime Expo. I don't remember where it was. It was like Umai or something like U-M-A-I.
Oh yeah. I know what you're. Yeah.
But anyway, they had like a huge Zenless thing there, and I messaged and I was like, "Can I please send you money to get me Zenless things?" I spent stupid amounts of money on so much merch, and when I get that in, I'm gonna unbox it all. But I have like
So
Oh, that's so
understandable.
exciting.
all those items, and I also pre-ordered Envy's figure, like when they had that thing.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
whenever that actually
Cool.
releases, then I'll have that. I want to get the Zenless clothing that I saw that I think you pre-ordered it,
Dude,
Caldla, didn't
I
you?
saw that.
I don't-
Which one?
I
I
need
that,
it
yeah.
so
There's like
bad. It
official
looks
Zenless
so
like
sick.
jackets, and it's like the things that they wear on the dev streams. It's like literally
Yeah.
so sick. But
It's
I don't know how to
exactly.
buy shit from the
Me
other
neither.
website.
Oh,
Yeah, how do I
exactly.
do
Real,
it? How do I
real.
do it? I want to buy it so
It's
bad.
so- It is very nice. That was the one that I was also like waiting for, because I know that every like Genshin, it was Honkai Star Rail, Honkai Impact, they have released their own attires, like their own like apparel clothing. So I was like, okay, Zena's gotta release one at one point. And then they released it, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, that's the perfect apparel to release.
Yeah.
Immediately pre-ordered. I think it's like gonna send soon actually. Like I checked the shipment. It's I think maybe delivery tomorrow or something. But yeah, honestly,
Wow.
if you guys really want the merch, just hit me up. I can like be your proxy, but literally
Oh
your
my God.
proxy.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
and then like I
Chandler,
buy
I
it,
love you.
and I can just send it to wherever you guys are, US,
That's-
Canada.
Yeah.
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 I'll
Because
pay you
most
a
of
fee.
the merch, like
Give
those
you the
those
shipping.
exclusive like clothing merches and stuff, like we don't even see like a tenth of it
Yeah.
here in
Yeah.
the States. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
during
like,
like
hey,
cons or pop-ups
Canada.
They bring a
difficult
little
for
bit of
them
it,
to-
yeah.
Yeah, they only bring like a little bit. So even if they do bring, the stock is slow. And like I think, I'm just saying the facts. I'm not trying to, make your money, make your bank, but they upcharge pretty high
Oh
amount.
yeah.
Versus
Yeah.
on Taobao. I remember seeing the lineup of merch for, I think, was it Honkai Factored? They had like a pop up in, I don't remember, was it Texas or was it California? I saw that, and I remember like going like, oh my god, like I remember seeing the exact same merch on Taobao for like 3 times less the price.
Yeah, and
That's
I know
understandable, like,
exactly
yeah.
what you're talking about because
Yeah.
I went to the one that was in, and this is what I got, and it was like I looked it up after on Taobao, And I was like, wow,
But
that is
totally understandable.
it is like it was 3 times more expensive, but it's the
Ooh.
Zala figure.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa, that's
it's so good.
pretty.
I
That is
love it.
gorgeous.
I
Okay,
know.
that's like
I
stunning.
know.
pretty.
It's so
the
pretty.
flowers, the lilies.
So pretty.
I love it so
That's
much.
Oh,
so
the
gorgeous.
quality of that.
That's beautiful. Oh my god, look at Shia. So pretty. Sally. The
Oh, she's on a beach.
quality.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's on
the
the
well.
the
She's
beach.
stand
stuck in
is
the
nice.
sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, the zero waters. Oh my god, so pretty. But like you know what I mean, right? Yeah, if you see on Taobao, then it's and understandable because like you have to pay for like import taxes, they have to pay for like the shipment as well,
Yeah.
and like it's expensive, and also they have to like make from that as well the
Mhm.
cost inside the upcharge. But yeah, on Taobao it's like way less cheaper.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I'm glad that I stay close to China. So the shipping is not super expensive. I think for the two clothing that I bought from Zenless, like the gray shirt and then the black jacket, I think in total, including shipping, costed like 300-ish ringgit. So
Oh, really?
less than 100 USD.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
spent I had
Wow,
to
yeah.
spend way more on like
Yeah.
the items that were there at the pop-up shop. I could tell they were being unbelievably upcharged, but it was like the only opportunity that I had to get Honkai merch. Like that was the first time I've ever seen them do a pop-up shop. And the fact that it was
Yeah.
near me, I was like, "Oh my god, let's go." I don't know if you
Let's freaking
saw
go.
my tweet at the time, but when I went, because it was a
Yeah.
simultaneous Honkai pop-up shop with Genshin. And
Oh yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah,
went
yeah.
there and I was like, by the time I got there, which was still before they opened, the line was wrapping around the building. And so I was
Oh.
like, here's the main entrance, right? I went over here and then to the side of the building. I was like in the middle of the side of the building. And a little bit before they opened, one of the employees came out and they went to a vantage point where they could like see a bunch of people. And they're like, hey, like, who's here for Honkai Impact 3rd? And I was the only one who raised my hand. And they're like, anyone else? No one. Everyone just started laughing like I was being bullied. And they're like, okay, well, we're actually starting a separate line for HI3, so follow me. And so
Oh,
then I
God
got
bless.
brought
Hey, get to the
immediately
front.
to the front. And so I was the only one standing in the Honkai line. I literally took a selfie
Let's
and
go.
like the entire line is behind me. And there were
I
people who
remember you
came in
saying how you feel
after.
about those.
Yeah, there were
Oh
people
my
that
god.
came
I
for
feel like I
Honkai
saw this
after.
picture. It's like
Yeah. But I was just like, dude, that's crazy. Like, I thought it
Right,
was gonna be a
the
little
actual
bit
Honkai
more
infected.
50.
The
what?
fans are coming back. They're coming.
Yeah,
It's just that
yeah,
you're
they're
too
on their
early.
way. Yeah, that was so funny because I really did not expect it to be that dramatic of it. I knew there was gonna be more Genshin people, but to be the only
The
one at
only
opening,
one.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm sure like but then at least that yeah, it's nice that they separated the lines for you though. Or not you would have like, line up together with the Genshin
Yeah.
the Genshin
That's
fans. Yeah. So at least like you get to enter it faster as well, I assume.
Yes. Yeah, because they were doing the
Oh,
thing where
get
they
the
only
first
let
pick.
like a few people in at a time. And so
Mm.
since I was like literally just right there, they just threw me in as like one of the first people.
Did they separate the merch like areas? So this is the Genshin merch and then that's
They
like for
did,
Honkai
yeah.
merch.
There was I will say though, by separating it, I mean there was literally like set 90% of it was Genshin and there was one wall of Honkai. And then there was one rack of like Honkai clothing. So they did have some like Bronya jackets and I think they had like one Himiko
Oh,
jacket.
nice.
But it was way too expensive because I had my eyes on that Sele figure and I was like, I need that first.
Yeah, that's the priority. Everything else, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not only in like the western side, but like even in Malaysia when we have pop-ups like Hoyo Fest. Yeah, so Hoyo Fest is like a yearly thing that happens across Southeast Asia. Yeah, and that includes Malaysia. So I normally regularly go there annually, and they mark up pretty high amounts as well, even for Malaysia. So I would say like maybe
Mm.
or something that's like you can get on Taobao for 60 ringgit, you get it for like 100 or 120 in Malaysia. So
Oh.
yeah, it's not like anywhere like way more expensive than you
As
guys as well.
drastic?
It's,
Yeah.
yeah. It's also kind of drastic, but like not super expensive like
Mm.
Western countries. But yeah, we still get the upcharge. Yeah, it's not like okay, like Taobao you get for 100, then the top up shop over here you also get for 100.
Yeah.
Nah, you get it like yeah, exactly. So I know how you feel. When I saw the lineups, literally, like what I did was I just took my phone and then I'm like checking Taobao. Like I have a friend with me as well, and then like she's also checking Taobao, and she's like, "That is way more expensive than in Taobao. Okay, we are just gonna get it from Taobao."
Yeah.
So I saw like a lot of people were like they were walking out with like their bags of merch, right? And then I was like walking out with no merch, and I felt like, oh, should I get merch? But I was like, no, it's okay. Just wait for the
You'll
merch
get
to
your
appear
merch
first.
later.
I'll
Yeah.
get my merch later. And yeah, but totally understandable, you know, because sometimes like if you don't have access to Taobao, even in Malaysia, if you don't know Chinese, I access Taobao basically just like copy paste the entire screenshot of the Taobao page
Google
and then going to
Translate.
Google Translate to
Oh,
translate
yeah.
what it is. Yeah, so it's actually
Yeah.
quite difficult. It's a hassle. So some people
Mhm.
like it's easier to just like you see your product that you want, get it from there. Yeah.
Taobao is different from Tmall, right? It's because Tmall is
It's the
another.
same.
Oh, is it the same?
So
Okay, okay.
Oh.
yeah. So Tmall is just Taobao Mall. Taobao is like generally just like the site itself, but Tmall is where I think they call it mall because there is like authentication of the sellers over there. They're like official sellers. So if you go on Tmall,
Gotcha.
the sellers over there are verified and they're like official.
I
So
see.
yeah, that's why it's like
Mm.
MiHoYo's Tmall. Like when I mentioned Taobao, yeah, it's basically Tmall as well. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
because I think I tried to make a Tmall account and it was like I was stuck on the sending a verification code to my phone because it said
Oh.
it would send and then I just wouldn't get anything for like by the time I
why?
got the code, it was like 30 minutes after I would click send. And by
No.
the time I got the
No.
Oh,
code,
yeah,
then
I've
it was
tried that.
invalid. And I was like, what do I
Yeah.
do? It
No.
also doesn't help that a lot of the times I think I actually had to use a different number because this happens so often. I got very lucky. My phone number is literally the easiest phone number to ever exist in the world, to the point that a lot of the things that I try to sign up for, it tells me is an invalid phone number because it thinks it's like a
Oh.
fake phone number.
Oh.
And I'm like, dude,
Oh.
it's my real phone number. Send me the code.
Oh,
I will
no.
show you. But yeah, it was
Yeah.
unfortunate. But I need to figure out how to actually get that account back because I think I did manage to get it. But I don't remember
Mhm.
my password, so I'll need to make a new
Oh
one.
no. Because I
It's just
do
locked
think
there.
actually in like Americas, also Canada, I think like there is access to Taobao. It's just that like certain
Mm.
products on Taobao like it's not able to be shipped to the area. But if you want to make an
Mm.
account, I think it's actually possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Trying that
the
right after this podcast.
I think the proxy for Taobao like is official is AliExpress. I think.
Oh,
Mm.
And
okay.
but
Yeah.
then but then I think AliExpress also has like there's like upcharge
Charge.
on that as well. Yeah.
There's
Exactly.
subcharges
We live in a
everywhere.
world of capitalism. Like, it is what it is.
And that's not even
Yeah.
including the shipping to Canada because we have customs as well.
Oh.
On top of things. Like
Yeah.
on top of the shipping itself, we also have to pay customs when it crosses the border. And I'm just like, okay,
Gotta
I
love
bought
customs.
this. I buy this $20 item, right? And then shipping costs $30, and then customs is $50. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yep.
Why
Oh
is
my
it such a
goodness.
struggle? Okay, maybe
It's
I was
such
exaggerating a little bit, but that's
I
no,
mean,
but
not
it's valid
really.
though.
I
was
also
like,
work at a
putting my-
shipping center, so I know how like the international like customs values are awful.
yeah.
I would legit crash out seeing my shipping cost way higher than the actual product cost. I'm like, you know what?
Literally.
You
No,
know what?
that's-
Is this
that's, like, a
even worth
consistent
it?
thing.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Yeah, where will we actually regarding this? I don't remember.
No, I think we kind of covered the whole
It suddenly became like a rant.
Yeah.
That's how it normally goes.
But-
It's the best way to have it go.
Yeah. But for the Proxy podcast, episode 5, we weren't able to do it because we were talking about lore, but we're bringing back the Proxy mini games, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yippee! So, for Kodla, we like to play a little mini game with our guests.
Oh.
And today is going to be no different. And
Let's
every
go.
Proxy podcast, we have something a little bit different. So, because we know you're pretty well versed in the Hoyoverse, today's mini game has to do something with a little bit of crossing over into the different games. So I'm gonna set it up just a little bit. So if you guys want to, help me entertain folks, this is a small little break before we jump back into the podcast. But I'll go set it up
Let's
right now.
freaking go. I'm excited.
It's another wheel, everybody. You guys
Let's
know
go. I
my
love the wheels.
Let's go. We
I
love our
you
wheels
love
here.
my
Spin the
wheels.
wheel.
I
Alright,
will
wheel
say
time.
I am also gonna go get some coffee. So ladies,
Yes, please, everybody, go take a
Alright.
keep
restroom
chat
break. Go
entertained.
get some more
Alright.
liquids. Yeah.
All right, all
I'm-
right.
I'm pretty
Alright,
chill.
alright.
If I drink more
I'm
coffee,
excited.
I mean, it's
Green,
10 p.m. here. I shouldn't drink more coffee.
blue.
It's
I'll
like
drink
around
water instead.
10-ish your end, I guess. 10
Mhm.
p.m.-ish for you guys.
Yeah, I think we're exactly 12 apart.
Okay.
Called,
Exactly 12 apart. Okay, yeah, it's
'cause
close to 10
it's
a.m. here.
9:54 here p.m.
How are you like? I literally before I slept, I saw you streaming Wuthering Waves, and I was like, oh my god, I want to get to the good part. I want to get to the good part. I was like, but okay, oh god, I'm getting sleepy. I'm like, I can't because it was like I think around 3 a.m. already, and then I saw it like you were really close
Yeah.
to fight. Oh my goodness, wait, I don't want to spoil, but like fight. I think all of
Fighting-
us know like
fighting
we're
something.
fighting. Yeah. So then I was like, I really do want to like stay on for that. I was like, okay, I can't. I've got to sleep. And then I woke up and I'm like, okay, I got like about 3 hours each of sleep. But then like the thing is, at least I didn't stream before I slept. So like you streamed, and then you're on the podcast, and I don't know how you're like the energy. Oh my god! And you also streamed Honkai Star Rail's that stream.
Yeah. And then
You're running
I was streaming
on something
Repo the night
different here.
before. No, I feel
my
like I
goodness.
was talking to Josh and Az before we started the podcast. I think I've been live longer than I have been not live in the past 24 hours.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Cause last night I was streaming a bit of Wua, and then I streamed Repo with Josh and Az and some others.
I saw that.
And then so I went offline for I think approximately 7 hours, and then I was live again at 7 a.m. for the Honkai Star Rail live stream. So then I did that, and then
Oh,
after
it's
that
7
finished,
a.m.
I
for
was
you
like,
guys, huh?
yeah, it's
Oh my
7:30 a.m.
goodness.
for me currently
Holy.
without daylight savings. So yeah, so I woke up for that, and then I decided I was determined to play the Wua story, right? And I didn't want to like start it before the podcast because then I would feel rushed and stuff. So I wanted to take my time. So I was
Yeah.
so I played the Wua story right after I did the Honkai Star Rail live stream, and then oh my god, my live stream earlier, like after Honkai Star Rail, it was total 9 hours. So
Yeah, it was
so then
I mean the
yeah.
Wuba story was pretty long as well. Yeah.
And I also talk a lot. I have a yap tax, my chat likes to call it, because I like to take my time and talk about what's going on and
That's
my
amazing.
theories and things like that. Yeah, so I end up usually taking like ×2
Yep.
for the runtime of a story for the most part. So yeah, so then I finished it, and then I was talking a bit about it, and I was like, oh wait guys, it's literally like almost 4:30 p.m. I have a podcast in 3 hours. Okay, I need to go get some food, do some editing. I didn't do any editing. Okay, I ended stream, I got some food, and I played like an ARAM, and then and then it was time for the podcast. I was like, oh shit, I need to make a thumbnail. So then, yeah, so I made that. And then,
Our
I know
priorities.
how like intense that is. So mad respect.
I was speaking about how I was like literally slept seeing her stream, woke up and like oh shit like wow, I don't know how you'd be doing it. If it was me, I like literally crash out. I'll be like
I
too
almost
tired
did that
already.
on stream one time. I was gonna say because when on the third beta, the final beta for Star Rail, I didn't get it. I didn't get access, and so I had to watch through other people. But then they did like the Twitch giveaway thing, and I managed to get access through one of the Twitch giveaways. So I immediately went live.
Ooh.
And once I got access, within 24 hours, I had streamed 20 hours. The 4 hour difference was me getting food and like working for 2 hours. I went to work and I worked for 2 hours, got off, went and got like fast food, and I came home, and when I was eating on the couch, I was falling asleep while putting the food in my mouth. So I only ate like half of my meal, took a nap for like 20 minutes, and then hopped back on stream and just continued grinding out the Star Rail beta for like another 10 hours.
That is the grind, the grind culture. Holy shit,
Yeah,
that's
it was
insane. But
brutal.
I think
But
the
wow.
closest I had was probably there was a Zenless Zero Bizarre Brigade contest hosted
oh my
by
god, I
Toronto
saw
a
that.
while back.
I saw it, and then like was it? I think your like it suddenly just disconnected.
Yeah, I
was
got
like, "Oh."
kicked after my final run. I was live for 11 hours, I think, and then when I finally went through to play my run, I got kicked mid-run.
I saw your reaction to that. I remember I saw that on Twitter. Then I was just like, what is this brigade thing going on? Then I was like, oh okay, I think it's something like 2-1 mid or something. And then
Yeah, it was a little tournament.
I saw the clip and I felt the crash out in my heart, bro. I was like, I was
Yeah.
It was I mean at that point I was so tired. I crashed out and I was like whatever. Whatever, I'm ending stream. I'm done. Because before
Yeah.
that, I just slept a little bit, and then before that, I also streamed Bizarre Brigade for I think like 5 or 6 hours the day before. Total that entire tournament, I'm pretty sure I streamed Bizarre Brigade for almost 30 hours total.
Yeah,
So-
that was crazy because I had just finished streaming my run and then I
persistent.
immediately came into your chat and was watching you do your run. I think it was the first interaction that we have actually.
yeah,
Because
it
I
was
was
the
like,
first
I was
time we
trying to give you
actually met.
strats on the earlier waves, and I was like, yo, go to the corner, go to the corner. And then your chat was like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. But it worked for the earlier waves. And then, yeah, when I watched you crash on that final wave, I was like, I'm so sorry. And like, I would have done the
Yeah,
exact same thing. I just would have ended stream. I'm going to bed. Good night.
It was so funny. Like looking
I
back
mean,
on it, honestly, it was a very funny moment. If anything, it was funnier because I crashed than if I finished it. But oh my god, in the moment, I actually went through the 5 stages of grief.
saw it in your eyes. Honestly, it's like, oh my god, I feel so bad. But like, I'm like, oh my
No,
god,
don't.
it's such a like ridiculous, like, out of the moment thing to happen that I was like,
Mm.
it then became like funny. I was like, holy shit. But I felt the pain. I was like, I don't play a lot of Bridget, honestly, Bridget, but like I saw it from you guys, I guess. Yeah, anything about like that, I don't really play too much of that mini game in Zenless Zero. But when I saw how like you were so consistent like throughout the 11 hours, and then just the kick out of team, how does it even happen actually? Like, why did you get?
Okay, so Tuano actually came into the chat while I was like doing the final run. So he went and asked some people at Hoyoverse. The people at Hoyoverse said that it was because of like memory or some sort of too many entities issues. But to be completely honest, I don't think that's correct because I went back and checked. I got kicked out of the arcade game mode at the 10-hour mark. And then the same thing happened to Rednu, who is another creator who is also doing the tournament. He also got
Ah.
kicked out of the Bizarre Brigade at the 10-hour mark
10
too.
hour mark.
So I'm pretty sure there's like a soft cap of 10 hours in any game mode in which they will kind of kick you out and reset in case someone goes AFK for that long. I'm guessing.
Oh.
So I'm like 99% sure it was a 10-hour thing, even though they said that it was a memory issue because the thing
Oh.
is my game didn't crash, right? My
Mm.
game
Yeah,
didn't
it just
crash or
kicked.
anything. I just got kicked out of the arcade itself. So then I'm pretty sure it's like a 10-hour timer, so I
Makes
guess
sense.
there's a lesson if you guys are
Okay.
ever for some reason spending 10 hours in
No.
game mode in Zenless. There is a 10-hour timer on that, so make sure you finish whatever you're doing before the 10 hours are up.
The Zenless devs are like, no one's gonna spend 10 hours plus on the mini game.
Yeah.
And they're like,
They
make
underestimate
a
our
code.
determination.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't know that was the case. I see. I think my longest stream was the Penacony stream, where like I think it was the
Ooh.
2.1 and 2.2, like the adventuring story one.
Venturing, yeah, it was like 8
yeah.
hours at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah. It was a
Yeah.
long story. I think it took me. I had to end stream because I already reached the 11 hour 12 hour mark where like YouTube.
For the YouTube
Oh.
stream, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
YouTube won't contain. I remember like, and that was the. Do you guys you already kept up like with the Penacony stream, right? Like I mean Penacony story. Okay,
Yeah.
so then
Yeah.
like when Acheron said like, oh, my name is Raiden Bose Morime, I was like, oh my god. And then like I was like, oh my god, my god. And then someone in like the chat suddenly went, Kotla, you gotta end stream now. Like you're close to 12-hour mark. And I was like, oh my god, Raiden Bose Morime. And then I looked at chat, I was like, wait, what? I didn't know that. And then they're like, yeah, YouTube like deletes your VOD if you cap
Yeah,
above 12
yeah.
hours.
Oh really? Is
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
still
yeah.
a
Yeah.
thing?
Yes, that
Or
I
just
think
nix it,
that's
yeah.
still a thing. I
Oh,
think
wow.
Azrael has like first time experience in this. I think he actually has experienced this because I think there was one stream that he did, and that was like a Honkai Star stream. when he's back, we can ask him. Where I did see him stream it, and then like next day I saw the VOD was gone or something, and then after that he
Oh.
mentioned on Twitter that
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
okay
Oh.
He says yes.
yeah yeah
It was
exactly.
I was like 2 patches behind on Star Rail. I was like, fuck
Oh,
it.
that's your
We're gonna
grind.
do everything in one day. And so I also did not know it's at the 12-hour mark is when it cuts off. Like you can still stream past that. Like they won't end your
The
stream.
bot doesn't
Yeah.
say it.
But the
Mhm,
VOD
yeah.
does not save past the 12-hour mark. In fact, it cuts off the 12th hour. So when I streamed that entire thing, I finished. I got completely caught up, and it was the Fei Xiao's like thing, the Fei
I
Xiao
think so,
story.
yeah.
And I was
Oh,
like,
sorry.
dude, this is so good, peak. And then I woke up in the morning and I saw comments that were like, what happened in the last hour of the stream? And I'm like, what? And then I look and it was like, yeah, I went to I scrolled to the end of the video and it just ends. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell happened? So then I contacted
Yeah, I think
support
it's-
and they were like,
I thought
yeah.
the what gets deleted, but it's just above 12-hour mark.
Yeah,
they
above
just
the
cut off
12-hour
there.
mark, it cuts
Yeah.
off. Yeah, and so I lost. That is completely gone. I have no backup. I wasn't recording
Yeah.
because I normally just have like the stream. So that is the only piece of like Hoyo Media that I've played through that I have zero like evidence or like
Exactly.
historical records
Oh.
of.
Yeah.
And I reached out to YouTube. Oh, my camera froze. Hold on. I reached
Yeah,
out to
you have
YouTube
froze.
and I was like,
It was a 12-hour mark on your camera.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I was like, is there any
The 12-hour mark, and then it's
It hit. It's not gonna save fast.
so coincidental.
Let me see. Deactivate, activate. Are we back?
yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
activate.
Can't see you though.
Oh, there we go.
Ah,
Okay,
there
okay.
we
go.
All right. you're good.
But yeah, so I reached out to YouTube and I was like, hey, is there any like this happened? Is there any way that it's like still in the backlog servers of YouTube? Like it just happened last night. Like it wasn't even like a full 10 hour. Like it was like 5, 6 hours ago. And they're like, no, sorry, we don't keep it at all. Like it's deleted immediately. And I was like, so there's no way for me to get that. And they're like, no, it's gone. And I was like, damn it. Like that
I don't know
entire
what's
last
the thought
hour.
process from YouTube for that. Like,
I know, I don't
why? Like,
understand.
there must be somewhere, right? That it must be kept
But-
somewhere in the cloud.
Yeah,
but,
because
like,
it instantly
it-
turns into a VOD. Like it has to actively delete it. Like
Yeah.
because on
Yeah,
YouTube, the
yeah.
moment you click in stream, it's a video. And I'm like, just give me the hour. It's like the hype part of the story.
Yeah, it
the
was
last
the hype
hour.
part. I wanted to see a reaction to that. Then I was like, yo, and I was like,
I
and
know.
after that, I think that the
Ended up
comments are like,
edging
oh
your
my god.
viewers.
I was like, never again, never will this happen. And I think I had to literally end stream and do that thing with Zenless because I was at like the 10-hour mark and I was like, yeah, we have to end stream and I need to make a new one
Yeah.
because otherwise I'm not losing anything on.
And once bitten, twice shy.
on the,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
speaking about that because I had like the close to 11-hour mark, 12-hour mark when like Raiden Acheron revealed herself as Raiden Bosemorime, and I was like so hyped out about it. And then after that, like chat went on like, you gotta end the stream because your voice is getting closer to the 12-hour mark.
At
and I was
least
like,
you
I
noticed that because losing that would have been awful. Like having lost
exactly.
that section,
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
recovery.
Exactly. No recovery. I would crash out. Like I would probably like uninstall Honkai
Crash
Star
out
Rail
live.
1 month, crash out live. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, you know, that's such an important moment. Like there is no recollection or like there's no historical evidence of you playing that part. Like it's just
Mhm.
Yeah, it's awful. That's
Exactly.
why
Yeah.
like like a long time ago, like way before Genshin came out, I started playing Honkai Impact 3rd and I actually was like, I wonder if anybody would watch. There was like I think it was actually 15 people watching HI3 on Twitch. And I streamed chapter it's when Kiana goes through the simulation with like where she sees well, why can't I remember her dad?
Oh, I think it was like okay. So it's like chapter 5. I think.
Chapter 5.
Siegfried?
Yeah,
Five.
Siegfried. Yes, in the
Yeah,
winter
Siegfried.
biome thing.
Yes,
Yeah, and
so
I
that's like
streamed
chapter
that,
four, yeah.
and I mean at the time my average viewers was also just like 2. But I did have more viewers coming on that one. I think I had like 5. I was like, oh my god,
Let's
people love this mobile
go!
game. Let's go. And then unfortunately I like never streamed it again after that. But then I wish I still had those because Twitch, you know, deletes VODs and like whatever, and I didn't have it. But Anyway, sorry it took me so long for coffee. Do you have the wheel ready?
All good, all good.
We have it ready.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Amazing.
sorry for ramble.
Yeah.
It's-
Okay, guys, take a break.
Ah.
Like, yeah, keep yapping. But yeah, it's been so amazing speaking with you guys.
Yes, thank
very
you for coming on.
smooth.
It's very great to hear
It's
you.
been so much fun.
Yap.
Also, hearing your story was so cool.
Yes, it was.
Thank you for hearing my story. Okay,
Well,
I think
gamers.
I guess I'll just wait.
Okay. All right.
Gamers,
Josh.
are we ready? Are we ready?
Yes, yes.
We are ready.
Okay. Yeah. So in the past couple podcasts, I've been the one sending it up, and they've always been different. So even for Agent As, they don't even know what we're doing here
I
today. And you
don't.
guys can see we do have a few colors on that wheel. Yes.
Oh, wait, I need to open it.
Okay, sorry, where's the wheel? Oh, is it like in another?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
Josh
open
has
up,
his
also,
stream
Oh, I
going.
see it.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
All right, perfect.
All right, see it.
So today for our proxy minigame, we are going to be drafting our ultimate Hoyoverse team based off the colors we roll.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Based on the colors we roll. Okay.
interesting.
So-
the,
Get
the color
interesting with
scheme
it.
of the character?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. So we're going to allow each person to start at least once per round. We're going to go 4 rounds. So kind of like a Genshin or a Honkai Star Rail team. I know ZZ and H had 3 or 3, but we'll go 4. So on my screen, we have Age at the top left, As on the top right. I'm on the bottom left, and Kaila's on the bottom right.
That's the same for me.
Same for me.
So we're gonna start with Age into As Kodla me, As into Kodla me Age, Kodla into me Age As, and then me into Age as Kodla. So I'll help you guys out
I
with
was
the
gonna say
order.
perfect. I will
Don't
not
worry.
remember that. Just
Don't worry. If visually on my stream, it'll make sense for everybody.
Clockwise.
But for us that are viewing it on Discord, it looks jumbled. But don't worry, I'll kind of direct us from there. But just as a explanation for everybody, we're gonna go. Everybody's gonna start at least once. We're gonna go counterclockwise from that person. Okay. So we're gonna spin the wheel, and you are allowed to pick up any character within the Hoyoverse that matches that relative color theme.
Okay.
Okay.
Simple. And then whoever comes out with the strongest team, you can either base it off of like mechanics, you could base it off of lore, aesthetics, your favorite, of course.
Wait, what is
We're
that
just trying to
orange?
construct the best team.
Red. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Is
Oh.
orange spelled different?
As in, like,
Oh,
the
no.
orange is red.
Oh no, don't worry. The colors aren't associated because there's like there's purple with
Oh.
red and then white with yellow. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's
yeah,
just yeah.
sorry.
It's all right. I
Wait,
didn't
red
color
is-
code it. My bad.
Oh, yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
My bad.
I didn't have the wheel pulled up. I almost missed it.
It's good.
Don't
it's
worry.
good.
I will announce it. I'll announce it. Yeah. Okay. Are we ready to play?
I'm ready.
Yes.
The ultimate Hoyo Draft Colors Edition. Okay. So again, we are going to start with Age. You're going to kick us off for this first round. Our first color that we have to draft with is
I'm going to forget every single character that uses this color when I'm on the spot.
You said it's in the entire Hoyoverse?
in the entire Hoyoverse purple.
Ooh.
That's a good color. There are a lot of good purple characters. Oh,
There is a
character on my
huge
screen
yeah,
right
I was gonna say
now.
there's one huge pick that you could take right now.
Okay. Age with the first pick of the first draft or the first round of the draft.
You got this. Go.
Which purple Hoyoverse character are we picking?
Shall I?
Go for it.
I mean, she's actually one of the first characters who I pulled. I think she's the first character I pulled the light cone for as well
Oh.
in
Oh my goodness.
Star Rail. So, Miss Acheron, She's on the screen.
All right.
I feel like her team is gonna be
Acheron
the
is
most
off the
strongest at this
table.
point. It's just a free emanator.
Chat said Bailu is
Ah.
purple.
Oh, true.
You're not wrong about that.
Like
Okay,
profiles are
okay.
holy.
We're starting
got,
off
like, one
with
of the
an
strongest.
Emanator.
Holy.
Are you
Okay.
removing the color
As
or are you keeping it?
I will be removing the color, yes.
Oh,
so then you guys-
okay.
so then each round we won't be able to pick it, but as again, your pick is going to be. We're all going to choose a purple character from here.
Oh,
Oh.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I see.
Uh,
Got it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of you said wait, how are we ranking this? You said are we like doing a competition at the end of who has the better
Yeah,
team?
who has the best team?
Okay,
Who has the
well,
best
chat, as
overall team?
much as
The
I
best
would
powerful team.
love to pick Vivian, I absolutely would do Vivian, but if we're going like, off of just like
Ooh, that's right.
strength, I am going to go ahead
Mhm.
and steal, I don't even know if I know how to say her name, but yeah, Castoris.
Castoris,
Oh my goodness, you guys are
Castoris, and
Not
she
a
will be
strong
out
character.
by
Oh,
the time the Proxy
Castoris.
podcast comes. So Castoris
Castoris.
is allowed.
Castoris.
Yes, Castoris.
Amazing.
Okay. The Arbiter of
Okay.
Death.
And also,
Okay, so that-
really cool scythe.
Yes.
I'm sorry for taking
Dragons,
your bag.
elf girl.
No, that's fine. I'm
everything.
thinking like
I didn't know that's how it would work.
I thought the wheel was gonna change actually. So her Show of Thunder is red and black, white, but she has an outfit. Okay, so outfit doesn't count, right?
Well, technically, the outfit is the character suit.
As in, like, she has different outfits in Honkai Infected.
Oh,
there's
is it
one
like
outfit where-
cosmetic?
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
it's like a cosmetic thing.
Oh, it's not.
Mm.
If it's cosmetic, I
would say
will
just
we al-
base. I
I'm
would say
gonna
just
say
base.
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no, just base. Yeah, I think that's just safer.
Understandable, yeah, default.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether you guys count it as purple. It has like hints of purple, white. Hershey of Origin, Raiden Mei.
Yes, we allow
Yeah.
that.
Okay, all right. We have Acheron, we have Mei.
I
I wonder because I was also thinking like whether variants or like similar characters are allowed, or if Raiden Mei wasn't allowed, I was already thinking Cloran. But yeah, I'm
Oh.
gonna go with Hershey of Origin, Raiden Mei.
100%.
Okay.
And yes, because she's her own battle suit, then technically
Yes,
we'll
it's her own battle
definitely
suit.
allow it. Yep,
Exactly.
exactly. So that's how we'll base it off in the HI3 section of it. But
Let's go.
funny enough, you took my pick, my favorite character in almost all the Hoyoverse games, and shout out to Crystal Lee. One of my favorite Genshin
Cloran.
characters is Cloren. So I'm gonna be picking up Cloren as one
Amazing.
of the
Oh, thank God I
strongest.
didn't take your
electric-
favorite.
Her ult is still one of
Genshin
the coolest
characters.
Genshin ults that I've seen, I will say. That ult is incredible.
Yes.
And she was so badass in the story too.
I wouldn't know, but I believe
Mm-hmm.
it.
Not a bad pick for the last pick. But now, as you're going to be starting this next round.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to go as Kadami age.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to move this color. Our next color is going to be.
Yellow.
That's a good color.
Yellow.
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 I have forgotten every character that has yellow.
Yeah, so have I. I'm trying to think of it.
I already have 2 characters in my
It's okay. It's okay. You can use your phones. You know, if we really need to. If we really need to, I need to look up if this character is predominantly yellow.
I got one.
Yellow.
It's also one of my favorite characters.
Not me actually looking up a tier list.
Tier list of yellow. Yeah, actually, let me just Google yellow Hoyo characters. Let me see.
I guess like what NBS rank counts like right, like orange, yellowish.
That's I'll count as
Oh,
orange.
you know what?
Orange,
Actually,
yeah, more orange.
this is I really like this pick. Actually, I'm gonna go with the female Dream Seeker from HI3 Part 2.
Oh,
okay, exactly, yeah, she's very yellow. Yep. Mhm, her
Okay,
outfit.
okay. The female Dream Seeker.
Mhm.
That's a good pick.
Okay, so
Okay.
what would
Cobra.
Yours. Okay, I want to keep track with everyone's. So now S has Castris, and I'm being competitive. And also female dream seeker. Okay, I'm gonna go with literally the other Makura beside me, but she has an outfit here. But her base default outfit is Dia Ankara, and that's yellow. So I'm going
That
with
one's so good.
Doo-doo.
Durando, Bianca Atagina, Dia Ankara. Yep. Oh,
There
I'm
you
going OP mode. Let's
Dude,
go.
Diancra's like animations is peak. Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's
As
so
freaking tier.
good. I love playing her in oh my god, I forgot the thing. It's like
Abyss?
the no, not the Abyss, the simulated
Elysian
universe.
Realm.
Yes, Elysian Realm, thank you. Yes.
Simulated universe. Yes, Elysian Realm. Her ulti is insane.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Dang.
Have you chosen?
Okay.
Me furiously searching.
Okay. Hold up. Let me look it up one more time. Look it up one more time.
Yeah, chat. I
because
know
honestly-
I've been
Goodness.
going over like
My
how much I
yellow's
love
so
Trigger,
hard.
but the only reason I didn't pick Trigger is because I'm going for straight powered right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to
For
power
power.
scale the Hoyo universe.
Wait, Josh,
Okay.
Clorence's best friend.
Yeah.
is
Okay.
also-
Well, that's the problem. All right, because it wouldn't be the best power pick, but I mean.
But you're gonna
you know,
separate
maybe
the
I can play
besties?
you know, I'll play to
The
the fans.
besties?
I'll play to the
No.
fans.
Come on.
Let's do it. Hold up. Let's do it. Hold up. Let me pull it up.
Oh,
Let's do it.
Oh
Go
I'm
my
picking
God,
up
so cool.
Navio with my second pick. Let's go. We love to
That is
see
so
it.
beautiful.
That
And
is
even
really,
it's
really
signed.
good.
It's signed. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So
You had
Oh,
that shit on
pull it
standby.
up.
You knew you were gonna pick.
Yeah.
No, because this is one of the posters I was
this-
giving away.
Oh.
Yeah, because I got to meet Brenna Larson at one of like this pop-up signing, and she signed a Navi poster.
Oh, that's
I actually
right.
got-
I
I'm
tuned
giving
into
this
that
one
stream.
away.
Yeah.
I'm giving this one away.
From the Spina we
and-
love.
Yeah, and then
So
the
sweet.
Cloren poster and Navi poster. I'm probably gonna hit
This
up.
wheel of colors is
Yeah,
rigged.
Crystal.
From the start. Purple, yellow.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that-
Why there's so
Okay.
few yellow
Alrighty.
characters for the game?
I'll play to the fans. I'll grab Navia. She's a great character for Crystallize with Cloren, so it's not a bad pick.
I mean, that was pretty strong too. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, and Navia and Cloren are one of the stronger characters in all of Genshin, mechanically. So
and together, yeah, they are even stronger. So
yeah,
power
with love,
Yes.
the power of love. Yeah. Okay.
Right, H
Uh,
SMU.
Kelly's
Heroes.
H.
Oh my god. Does blonde count?
Wait, are
Well,
you
if
thinking
they're-
of
if they're
Pinnacle?
blonde and then the rest of the outfit's green? I think we're gonna go green for that character.
I
think
mean,
Title 5, okay.
If you're talking about a guy who throws coins around, I mean, all the effects are yellow,
Yeah.
so I would.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
you know
I
what?
am thinking about the guy.
If that's your pick, I think we'll allow it because he has like a few different colors going on.
Okay, yes. Then in that case, my pick will be Mr. RNG Gambler himself, my spirit animal, Aventurine.
It's time to bust.
Also, I
It's
do want to
time to bust.
clarify.
Time to bust.
From some like choices that I'm seeing in chat, do they have to be playable characters?
Ideally, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
because
so
chat
we're
was
not going
saying
NPCs.
chat was saying Nanook, and I was like, that
Yeah,
actually would have been a crazy
yeah,
pick.
Yo, that's
Run, Nanook.
insane. She's going to the power creep.
Yeah,
Would be
crazy.
too crazy.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
it is my pick first for the third round. We're gonna remove yellow. Let's see what our third color is.
Wait, do I not get the color pick?
No, you get it. Sorry. No, that's right. You start the third.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Going cloud.
Yeah, my bad.
I love the competitive
I'm
coming
trying
out.
to cheat out here.
Yeah.
Green.
Green.
Oh my god, but even
Ooh.
green is okay. But oh my god, he's not play. I immediately thought of Alexa.
Oh
But
my
he's not
god, wait.
playable.
I'll
I mean,
allow
he's
it.
going to be playable.
I'll allow it.
I first thought of Sue, but Sue's not playable in Honkai Impacted. But yeah, I'm going with Alexa. Oh wait, wait, pause. Is Alexa super strong? We don't even know too much because like his voice not out yet. Pause,
But
pause,
doesn't
pause,
matter.
pause.
He's hot.
Yeah, he's hot though. He be slaying. He served.
He
No.
did serve.
What else? Green. Venti? Venti's an Archon.
Venti's an Archon.
Oh, that is true.
Green.
Yeah.
Vita
green.
Songchue. You know what? Instead of Alexa, I'm going with Vita. Yeah. Vita
Vita.
from Honkai Impacted.
Okay.
Well, all my picks are Honkai Impacted.
Vita's actually a
I mean, you played to your strengths.
crazy,
Play to your
crazy
strengths.
pull.
Yeah, it's just super strong though, so
Yeah,
Right,
very
like-
much so.
going with Vita.
I wanted to pull up an HI3 character. And let me ask you guys as an assist, because I can reference these two about it. How strong is Mobius?
No, not strong at all. She's trash,
not
actually.
She's
Yeah, she's
trash?
trash. You do not want Mobius. Let me
Oh,
tell you.
okay, no Mobius.
So bad, so bad.
No Mobius. Never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna stick
I
to what I
wonder
know.
what Ezreal's pick was. Yeah, I mean, she's pretty strong. It's definitely one of the flame chasers.
Wrong.
going.
Misinformation.
I don't know. It seems like Az kind of wanted it. I don't know. I could see
No,
it
what do
in
you
your
mean? No,
eyes.
Az was trying to help you. by
Yeah,
informing you
yeah.
that she's trash.
I'm
you
trying
know?
to have you have a good team, a strong team.
Yeah. Okay.
You gonna pick it?
Canonically strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unironically,
Like
she is
Infinite
very strong.
Ouroboros.
Yeah,
She's really smart as well, not just strong. She has like high intellectual being.
one of the highest IQs.
I mean, do I want to go
She's
with
really strong.
with someone who's high intellect or someone who can know all? I'm picking Nahida, the
Oh.
Dendro Archon for my
Dendro
third
Archon,
pick,
daughter.
baby.
Okay.
It's in my chat as well though. We're like
Oh.
Nahida. Whoa, you guys are like a lot of strong
Okay.
ones.
You know
Right,
what?
age.
I'm gonna continue down my path of characters that I simp for, and
Alexa.
I'll hate them.
Oh, I'll hate them. Great.
Good pick. Good pick.
We're aura farming out here.
Yeah, powered aura farm.
It's a bunch of tired. Wait, I just realized all my characters are tired. They're all tired of everything.
the sleepy team. Love
They're
it.
done. They're done.
Lost and tired.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think we've already I think we know who I'm gonna pick
wonder-
here. I am going to also lock in Mobius.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Oh wait, now
comes
this
down to
goes
this,
to you.
folks. And it goes to me now. Officially. Folks, the last color we're going to be drawing here is
Right.
Ooh.
Sorry.
I'm picking
I
lighter.
lost.
I'm picking lighter, man. I'm picking lighter, bro.
Targeted.
Oh, I know why I'm picking.
Okay. No, I'm nice. I'll play nice. There's a lot of good red characters. There's a lot of good red characters.
Oh my god.
I have my pick.
There's a lot of good red characters. Now, you could go to HSR for some strong picks. There's so many HI3 picks. Flame Scion, who's the other red one? There was another red one, but I'll save it for those two. Because at this point we're kind of already on a theme. I haven't mixed it up at all. You know
I
what?
haven't mixed it up as well.
I'm gonna go mono Genshin team here. we're gonna pick up
Ooh.
the strongest, arguably the strongest Genshin character to date, and that is the Pyro Archon,
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought
Mavuika.
you were gonna say Klee. Klee's the Pyroarchon.
The real
Bet it,
star.
yeah, bet it, bet it. My true Pyro Archon.
Okay, I have a
Uh,
Okay,
conflict.
Loki,
yeah.
feel like what age is gonna pick now? I think I have an idea.
I have a conflict. There's two characters that I currently, I mean, I'm always just down atrocious for. Between
It's like recent
Zenless
king.
Zero and Honkai Star Rail. So, what
Oh, I think I
direction should
know.
I go?
Your king.
I don't know. Oh,
Orchestrum Kremnos.
do I
Yeah.
go for the King of Crastrum Kremnos or do I go for the King of the Ring?
No, let's go.
Oh, it's so hard. You know what? I'm gonna leave it up to RNG. Coin flip.
Coin
Coin
flip.
Decide
Okay,
for me.
Oh,
okay. A
I
coin
can't choose
flip.
between my husbands, so lighter heads.
I mean, if they're both your husband, and you know, you just to speak to the competition before you do, we are looking for the strongest team.
they're the
Oh, true.
strongest in my heart.
Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
He's
fair
the
enough.
undefeated champion, though.
True.
You see, he's undefeated. Josh, you don't
Undefeated,
understand.
unrivaled.
Fair, fair. You know, he hasn't been defeated yet. You're right.
He has yet to lose, so you know.
Mm.
Gods,
Fair enough. Coin flip
he
it
could probably take him.
in a fight, right?
Yeah,
In a fight.
Yeah,
In a fight,
yeah, of
right?
course. Yeah, because we're looking for the strongest in a fight right now, right? You know what? I mean, I've decided. Going by that logic, let's have some variety in my game. Okay. I love Zenless Zero. It's my favorite game. So of course we have to have some representation. The undefeated champion, Lighter.
Lighter.
Amazing. Locked in.
Okay.
I feel terrible that literally none of my characters were from the Zenless universe. But since we're going, because we're going like lore strength, right? Like not just like in
Like
game
we're,
strength.
we're going mechanic,
He's
like
undefeated.
also kind of lore ties in with like how strong they
Oh,
are. in
okay,
game,
okay.
But like we'll go like overall like power.
Okay, I was thinking
Like-
lore power like the entire time.
Yeah.
But with that said, there's one red character that we have seen go toe to toe with someone as strong as Vita. Now, they were both playing with each other, but I'm actually going to choose Sparkle.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh. All right. I totally
Okay.
thought that you were talking about like that 1.5 part. I thought you were gonna choose Kiana, but okay.
Oh, yeah,
alright,
no,
'cause
no,
Kiana's
yeah.
my pick. Sparkle.
I saw that
Who has-
Sparkle battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sparkle battle. Yeah, confrontation. Yeah. The
It was so
That
good.
went hard.
Okay, I've already mentioned the teaser of what I'm gonna pick, right? So red, I thought of Kiana's latest new battlesuit called Padam,
Mhm.
Wishing Star. Kiana, it's like filled with red, white. It's
Ooh.
post finality like as well, so it's just like really strong.
Yeah.
Kiana, like it's just super strong. So in terms of lore, it's like an absolute pick. It's just I feel bad because I am mono Honkai impacted right now, and this is a proxy podcast. I'm not that I don't have any there's no Honkai Star Rail Zenless Genshin contribution. Ideally it would be like nice to have all four, but I'm going with mono Honkai impacted.
Do
There
it.
you
I
go.
was gonna say I'm the
You're ready to
Zenless
do
guy,
it,
and I
you
have
go.
no Zenless characters on my roster.
Yeah,
So
I have all
Am I
Genshin
the
characters
only
got
one with
from
a
it.
Zenless
So.
character?
yeah, I think so.
It's because canonically, I think Zenless Zone Zeros don't really go to like a cop doesn't go toe to toe with.
Yeah, put
being-
Seth up against Vita, or
He's
Seth up against.
undefeated. He's undefeated, guys. He has
He's
never
undefeated,
been
that's
defeated
That's true. That's
before.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
I mean, we have the Void
Yeah.
Hunters, but we haven't like actually
Yeah,
seen their
Miyabi.
full
Right,
strength yet.
right.
And the only playable one is Miyabi, which like still gets no diffed by anyone from HI3. I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah. But let us know down in the comments who you think won the draft battle. There you go, Scout. All right.
Wait, you should give a
Yeah.
repeat of everyone's teams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
We
we
can
can
do
It'll
it.
be in
After
post.
the
In
special.
post.
Oh, in
but,
post. All right. Yeah, we
Okay,
got
okay,
it.
In post. In post.
I
in
see.
post,
Trying to
post.
shorten the
But,
podcast down. I get it. I get it.
All right,
little
all
bit, a
right.
little
Got it,
bit.
got it.
Gotta get those cuts in.
Yeah. I mean, now that we're kind of towards the tail end of the podcast, now's a little bit more time for like more like Q&A questions, open-ended, like extra conversations that we'd like to kind of touch upon that we didn't really in the first half. So, any questions, I guess, to kick us off from chat, or do you guys have any other topics you guys want to bring up? Oh, excuse me. Oh gosh, that was a burp there.
You're good.
Oh, good, oh, good.
I don't think I have any questions, but yeah, chat if you have any questions.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna change my window. You guys might have to bring me back up.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
just
yeah, you're good.
rearranging that. Oh,
It's like, and then
I didn't even
pow.
realize time passed so fast.
I
Really?
know. Whoa, it's been 3 hours. What the?
Yeah, I know it's.
Yeah, 2 hours 30 minutes on my little recorder. Whew.
Guys,
I
my
instantly
YouTube
did
chat's
not
saying
feel-
Codla sweep. Codla sweeps.
Yeah.
The Hawkeye third is just so much
my
more.
God,
Yeah, it is
Hawkeye
true.
Come on, sweeping here.
He's undefeated, guys.
But he's
That's
undefeated
the
though.
only defense I have. He's undefeated.
Until
I'll hate that would do anything to get off work early.
Real.
True. But you do have Archeron though. You do have Archeron.
Yeah, and I have an Emanator, and then
Just an
Aventurion, who is
Emanator.
literally the luck god. Okay, he
That is
never
true.
loses.
There you go. There you go.
never
yeah,
loses.
actually, Age has like the luck.
Yeah,
The
you
undefeated
chose the
champion.
gotcha. The
Yeah,
gotcha
yeah.
team.
I just have Sesame Lex, so
And that's
Listen,
super
that's
powerful
the
as
most
well.
powerful of
That is
all.
powerful. Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah, it's
Come
very
on now.
powerful.
Among all Hoyo games, whose moon is the most weird?
Well,
I don't know
that's a
about that
crazy
shit.
question because like Genshin has like just more moons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's enough
exactly.
Extra moons, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think ZZZ's moon is probably the second weirdest just because we have no idea what's actually
Yeah.
happening up there.
Mm.
Because like there's nothing crazy about the moon in HI3. I mean, it's very very important lore wise, but like it is just a
Yeah,
moon
for
with
sure.
Honkai on it.
Yeah,
So
and
Yeah, no.
ironically, Honkai Star Rail, the one in space, we haven't really
seen any moons, yeah.
Many significant moons, so.
The one game that we could actively go to moons as much as they love to go to moons, and we have not been to one yet.
Yeah. I would
Yeah,
say
'cause-
Genshin, though. Yeah.
Yeah,
In
because
terms
the
of, like,
Genshin ones
weird
are like,
moons.
do we even know if they're real or not, right? There's so much,
Mm.
there's so
Right.
many the theories in Tevat where is the sky even real?
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Exactly.
who knows what's going on beyond those moons that we see in the sky?
Oh,
And they had like the web event recently as well.
Oh yeah, the web event. Yeah. Someone said any chances for collabs outside the podcast, regardless if it's Hoyo related or not. Funny enough,
Never, never. Why would I-
We
why would I game with these
actually,
guys?
yeah, I
Actually,
know
no,
for
I
real.
hate all of these people. I was dragged here by force. Okay, this
Yeah.
is a hostage situation.
You've been acting this whole time. It's
Yeah, I
ridiculous.
know.
But yeah, we actually did one yesterday. We did a repo collab. With a bunch of
Ooh.
people, so you can check that out. I think it's literally on all of our channels, except Codless. I'm so sorry not to leave
I've
you
been
out
seeing
here.
so many people.
Carla
No
has
worries
come.
about it. I think it's a new game. I've been seeing so many people.
Yeah,
play
it was
Ooh.
actually incredibly fun. It was really good.
Repo.
Yeah.
It's like a co-op thing.
Have you
It
played
reminds me of like the other co-op horror game that came out a few months
Lethal
ago as well.
Company.
Yeah, Lethal
Yeah.
Company.
Yep, there you go.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, super down to like serious answer.
Yes, yeah, that was really fun.
We are
Anytime.
trying to set something up. I'm reaching out to more people about it. These two know what I'm talking about. That'll probably like late April, if I can get it up fast enough. But we'll
That
see.
one I do actually know about.
Yeah.
So- Kodla, did you see what happened at the end of the last podcast?
No, what happened?
At the end of the last podcast, Josh was like, Vanity, why don't you introduce our next guest? And I was like, who is our next guest? I was like, because there was in the chat, it was Josh asked like about having you on, and I was like, oh yeah, that'd be epic. Like reach out through, because I'm setting up a Zenless collab. and
Yeah,
and you're in that server,
game
and I was like,
show.
you could reach out through that. And then I didn't know that there was anything past that message, and so I was like, who are we having on? And then Josh was like, we're having Z Kodla on.
Oh, I see. That's why you're like, oh, they're like, oh, now I know who's going on. I actually know that. That's why I was just like, okay, what is this inside joke? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's why.
Kodla, it's because Az actually hates you.
Yeah. I've never watched your
Nuclear drama about to
content. Yeah.
I actually like, as why not you introduce yourself? Okay, I gotta watch that. I'm gonna watch that after. I actually have no idea. Oh, good.
Did Josh keep it in though? That's the real
No.
question.
Oh yeah.
It was this podcast goes out.
Yeah, it's not out
Monday.
yet, but did you keep? Do you
It's
know
not
if
out
you
yet.
kept it in or no?
Right.
If you want me
In
to
the
keep it,
process.
Well,
it's a funny moment.
it is a funny moment. Like you don't, you could definitely keep it in for sure.
But yeah.
Bizarre Brigade is a fun co-op game too.
Oh, these two are
video is
traumatized
very
with
fun.
it.
Yeah. To be fair though, my score shows 0 on it right now because they updated it,
Update.
and
the update.
I don't like that. I don't like the fact that my score says 0. So maybe me and Age can go on and get the
go.
highest score
Oh,
known to
goodness.
mankind, and we
Oh,
do
goodness, the
another
repeat
10-hour
incident.
stream of co-op high score.
This time, make sure to finish before 10 hours
Before
though.
the 10
Yes.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And no one's gonna play more than 10 hours, right?
Oh,
Nope.
definitely not. No.
How strange.
Isn't it more possible now with how the format is shaped? Or is it
For the
not?
mini games?
No, because they
In
changed the
general?
format of Bizarre Brigade a little
But they
bit.
removed the
Yeah, yeah.
exploits.
Possible in
So,
terms of
I
what?
think-
Right.
Like in terms of getting a higher score, or in terms of going
No,
longer?
just like of going that long.
Oh yeah, because they
going
added
that
the
many
endless
waves.
wave. Yeah, they added the endless wave thing.
Right,
So technically,
okay,
people can
okay.
do it without like doing high strats. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
But they might still have the overall arcade kick timer.
Yeah, that
Who
is true. I
knows?
don't know if they
I guess
do
someone
or
has
not.
to test it out for science, let us know.
Let's go.
Let us know. Is the timer still there, guys? 10 hours?
Someone said, "Do you think we'll get to see Trigger's eyes in her agent story?" I have no idea. I think it would be really cool if we did, because I really want to see what they look like and what kind of like
Yeah.
scars she has from it. They promotional, or in the trailer, like in the dev stream when they showed that it was gonna be about when we like first met her, they did show a picture that like how they sometimes you get like a Polaroid picture, and it was of Trigger, but she was in like just a blindfold, and it was like she was in just normal like cloth clothes.
Mhm.
So maybe there's a chance that when she opens up to us in this agent story, she kind of like shows us her eyes, because we have been getting some unbelievably gorgeous Zenless art pieces, like the
Yes.
Vivian piece with the
The
zoom in
follow.
on her
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so
Icarus.
like
Magnificent.
one of the coolest pieces of art like they've ever put out. And
All of Ethan.
I will say the I mentioned this on stream, or not on stream, I tweeted it out. But I got a new like ultra wide monitor, and I went back and
Oh, yeah.
started like, because I saw the Zenless was optimized for it, and I was like, oh, what does it
I
look
saw
like
it.
when I go through? The art is, I can actually see more detail and like
Oh.
things in the art, because it is fully extended. It's not just like
Yeah.
stretched. It is a bigger
Yeah.
picture. So there's a lot of like just small stuff that you can find just in the sides. Like
Yeah.
for example, in Anby's agent mission, when you see them like all like binding into one in that one scene, it looks beautiful by itself, but in the ultra wide one you can actually see that the shot is actually shot through Anby's legs. Like you can see her legs like on the side, and it's like shot underneath her legs, which like you literally just don't know that if you're not on an ultra wide. Yeah. I know, it's
missing out.
it's
Ish,
the
you gotta
pay to
get
win
it
difference.
I know.
Monitor dift. So yeah, I think when I start doing the
Man.
stories, I might be doing, because right now I'm accidentally in the ultra wide. I started streaming in the ultra wide aspect ratio, which I think
Ooh.
is like okay. It's one of those things that I don't know if viewers are gonna like or not, because it has like bars on the top and bottom, and it's like just like kind
Like
of
a
in the
cinema?
middle. Yeah, it's like literally like a cinema thing. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna do some test streams to see if they like it. But if they do, and I could stream with that, so that I could like capture that detail from like
Dude,
all
your
the extra arts,
immersion is
yeah,
gonna-
it's gonna
Yeah.
be so good.
so-
Because I
I
feel
saw
like
the
so many
tweet.
people just would never see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I saw the tweet where you put out the one where I think Hugo was on the staircase
yes.
and then like there were like
Yeah.
There's a whole nother like
I was like-
room. There's like a whole other painting on the right. Yeah. And
Yeah, I'm like,
I
what?
didn't
We're missing
post.
out.
I don't think I posted this one on Twitter, but I posted a shit ton in my Discord. The funniest one is at the end of 1.4 when after Miyabi does the big slash and it's zooming out from like the
Mhm.
boat being split and then it cuts
Yeah.
to Sarah on the phone.
Yeah.
You get to see her early because it's not just the comic strips. All of the cutscenes are also like fully like longer too. So when it zooms out from the boat being
Oh.
cut out, you just see Sarah chilling on the side
Oh.
on the phone, and then it cuts to her being on the main screen, and it's really funny because you
Wow.
Wow,
do
that's so
literally just get
cool.
to see details that you wouldn't see normally.
But that's a whole ass new experience.
I
You're
know,
saying
I
Zala
know.
0.2.
But the fact that they accounted for this for the ultra wide monitors
Yeah,
with the art, knowing that most players are not going to see that,
like
but then they
minuscule
still, like,
amount of players.
obviously have they
Easter egg.
obviously have still put the thought into making like putting Sarah on the left, so you kind of see a tease of the next shot and how that cinematography would progress. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ultra wide monitor.
Oh, do I want it? Like,
I'm not
actually,
tempted.
legitimately, I kind of want you guys to pull up one picture and like show it to your chat. It is literally the image of Vivian doing the like seeing the vision because
Oh, is it on Discord?
I'm gonna grab it real quick and I'm gonna send it to you. Let me
Yeah, and then
let me
post
get
it, post in the Discord too.
yeah. Because you do again get to see like more. You can see more of her hand, like capturing her face. And it's just, oh my god, it looks so good. Let me actually grab it real quick.
You're gonna buy ultra wide monitors and use it portrait.
Okay, I'm sending it in
That
the random play chat.
Okay, yeah. That's
So that is
Okay.
the new ultra wide one, and the original one looks like
cool. Okay, let me pull it up.
Oh, there it is.
this.
There it is. Wow.
Okay, let me.
What the?
Whoa. Okay,
Oh my
that
God,
is
that's so
yeah.
HD.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is so HD. Holy shit.
So that's
Let me quickly see
the for my chat. This is the Vivian one, and
Let me
this is
show
what it
my
normally
chat.
looks like.
I'm
Okay.
gonna put it in post, but just for my stream.
This is the normal one, and then this one is the
Oh, good lord!
HD.
But it's just cool because
Good
you get to
lord.
see her other like finger. Like it just I don't know. It adds more to
Yeah.
like her
Mhm.
capturing her face.
It's so much more immersive, really.
Yeah, because you
Wow.
can see, you can imagine like what pose she's doing
Mhm.
Yeah.
at that moment.
Oh, and then yeah, if you want to see the ambi one that I was talking about, I think I did have it as well that I can send. Yeah, so here's the original, and then here is the one where you get to see like
I think
how
I'm gonna
it's
get mind blown.
through like
This
half
is
you can
the
see her
Oh
original.
legs
my
on the
God.
side. So again, for my
Oh,
chat, this is
I am-
normal, and then this is the
Holy
ultra
This is
wide.
the
shit.
wide. Oh yeah, the legs.
Yeah, the legs.
Which you just literally don't see at all in the original.
Let me show it to my chat.
Wow.
I don't know why it's not loading for this.
It's probably if you're talking about like the ultra wide one, it's probably because it's it is a pretty big
It's really
file.
large.
Yeah, it is a very
Yeah, okay,
large,
so the-
like high definition. I think it's a 4K image. So
Yeah. Whoa. So this is the original one.
They're Anby's legs. Anby's the one man
to
spreading.
be fair, it could not be
Yeah.
that she's man spreading. It could be Anby's on the left and Soldiers on the right. Like it could
Oh,
be both of
yeah.
their
Oh
legs.
Could
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Their legs, yeah.
But even so, just the idea of viewing this scene between the two of them, who are kind of outside viewers of
Mhm.
the entire incident, while still having that connection to them, is just
Yeah. It adds
I
so
feel- oh my
much.
God.
Yeah.
Every time I see a CG now, I'm gonna feel like I'm missing
You're
out.
missing
like,
out,
what
thanks,
can't I
Ash."
see? What's on the sidelines?
Yes, oh no.
Now I need to know what's the context. Yeah, now I'm gonna be like, I should totally get a ultra wide cam monitor.
Yeah, it is very nice. It's very nice.
Mhm.
Right, I might have to go soon because I have an appointment.
Yeah, I think
And
we're
If you need
we're
to
wrapping
go,
up.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
we're pretty much
no
wrapping up
worries,
with
no
some Q and
worries.
A's or anything. And if anything, if we have more conversation to be had, of course, you're more than welcome to come back again.
Please do.
sorry, am I the only one that can't see Josh?
Oh.
You have to
Oh,
pull me
this is
back up
Josh
again.
swapped.
Yeah, I may
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
Yeah.
open the
Swapped,
stream.
Yeah, you have to
Oh,
unclick the
oh my god!
the
Oh
view
my god! This
non-participants and
entire
then bring
time
it
I was
back up
like,
again.
holy shit! I low key thought literally in my chat it's like Josh is gone. Then I'm like, yeah, I think he's still setting up his cam.
Wait, this
Oh my
entire
goodness.
stream?
No, this entire stream.
Oh
it's
no,
just
no,
like
for
after
the
you
After
took
the
out
end.
the
Yeah,
The wheel.
wheel. So I legit thought like, okay, so I'm just like, okay, where's his cam? That's
Right,
why I was like, is
folks.
it just me? And then why do I grid view? Okay, and then show non-video participants. Yep. Okay, perfect. We're back. Okay.
I'm
All right,
back,
perfect.
everybody.
And then yeah, if you need to leave soon, we can do outros here because I do need to
Yeah.
get food anyway. I didn't get to eat
It is
before we
late.
started.
It is late.
I have been awake for many hours.
Oh yes, that too.
We're going crazy, chat. But everybody, that is a wrap for this episode. Many more conversations to be had, but let us thank our amazing guest, Z Codlin. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. Oh my
Yay.
goodness.
Would you like to
guys so much.
introduce yourself and tell us where we can find you?
Okay. First, thank you guys so much for letting me be on your Proxy podcast. I have seen all of your content and it's been a pleasure to speak with all of you guys. I started off like at 7 a.m. pretty sleepy, honestly. Legit, I was like a bit like yawning a bit. I was like, okay, but I'm really super excited to speak with you guys in this podcast. So I'm gonna let the hype and excitement, like, I'm not gonna drink coffee because I have to go toilet after coffee. So I don't go toilet. So I was like, okay, let's go. And then when the podcast started, like I just feel I think I'm in like this adrenaline mode, like the excitement of like chatting with you guys, that I don't feel the eepiness anymore. I was low-key scared, that's why I wanted to sleep early so that I can be awake and fresh. But yeah, I didn't even realize how fast time passed
Yeah.
talking with you guys. It's been a pleasure. Super smooth. Really, really fun talking to you guys. And you can find me at Zkodla, Zkodla, on YouTube. I'm also on Twitch, but I don't really stream there. And I'm also on Twitter. I also have Bilibili, but I'm not very. Bilibili is like something else. But yeah, those are my handles. Yay. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for being
to
here.
Josh, Paige,
Yeah,
Ezreal.
thank you for coming.
I need you to teach us the ways of Billy off stream because we gotta reach the international audience. We gotta go worldwide
Feel
with
free.
the podcast. So.
Yeah,
It's actually not as daunting as it seems, honestly. That there is a test that you have to take. That's like a
that
60
test was so
There's a
crazy.
test?
Yeah, when I found that out when I was making my account, because I didn't know a lot of my content is being put on Bilibili, and like it's
Yeah.
they're so sweet. The Bilibili side, like I wish I could interact with them like more, but yeah, when I saw that, I was
see
like,
your videos on Bilibili, by the way.
oh, do you?
Sometimes, alright, like I see your videos beforehand I go on YouTube. Because I'm like, okay, I want to check like my own videos, and then I see your video being recommended. I'm like, oh, Astrid has already done this. Then I just click on that. So I watched the Bilibili version. Then only I, like,
That's
go back to
amazing.
YouTube.
Yeah, and all the comments and all the Bilibili ones they're so sweet. I love them so much. And yeah, I was like, I need to make an account because I want to comment and I want to be like, thank you guys for like doing this. And when it was like you have to do a test. And unfortunately, when the test was happening, I don't know if it was a bug on my end, but when I would answer the question, it wouldn't change the question box. So it would only change the answer.
gets kinda
So
buggy.
I couldn't like
Mhm.
translate the questions. So I had to do like the auto shitty Google Translate versions of the answers, and I had to guess. And it was like you had to get like a 70% out of 100 question like quiz. And so I
Yeah,
did that.
so-
And then after you like answer like 35 or 40 correctly, then you can just like skip the rest of the test. And so I did
I
that.
think so.
Oh,
Yeah, like once you get a passing score, you can just like call it, and you can just like submit it, and you can like call it there. But yeah, Billy
questions are
is great.
these?
I don't know.
Do I have to study?
I didn't
Yeah,
study. I just
basically,
guessed.
I don't really remember what's the questions honestly, but I remember it going like it just wants to see whether you are human. Yeah, the questions
I'm
are
human.
like
I just can't read.
it's like just think captcha verifications but on crack.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's like a legit examination.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, just hit me up if you guys wanna go on Bilibili. I think Age, your videos are also on there. I think
Yes,
so.
yeah, they
Yes,
are. I've seen them
legit,
on
I'm
there.
not even joking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not even
Oh my
joking.
gosh, I need to go.
I think it was Wuthering Waves. I'm
No,
mistaken.
I
and
think I've been
Zenless.
on like once or twice before. I think I took a look, and then when some of my Star Rail stuff was popping up way back when, but it's been a long time. So, oh, I know my reverse videos. My reverse 1999 videos. I remember going through some of the comments, and people were so sweet.
Yeah.
But I need to get back on that.
Bilibili is
I need to
daunting,
take a
but
look.
honestly, it's not too difficult. Beyond the
Okay.
MCQ, yeah, it should be fine. Just hit me up. It's actually pretty easy. I'm super happy and
Okay.
would be glad to help you guys.
Amazing.
Yeah,
There you go.
definitely then.
As
Yes, my name is Azrael Vanity. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch. I stream Zenless and Zenless lore, and soon Variety for real. And yeah, I do have a Bilibili account. So if you do search for Azrael Vanity, it should come up. I'm going to try and figure out a way to actually like post stuff on there eventually. I don't know when or how I'll be able to do that, but yeah, you can check me out mostly on YouTube. I think is my biggest following there. And then yeah, thank you again for Kodla for coming on, because I have wanted to chat with you for a long time. I have watched your content for a long time. And your clips are so funny on Twitter. Like your out of content where
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
I
like
saw some of them
scream.
earlier.
Yeah, like your reaction clips are
Earlier with,
so
like, the
funny. Yeah. It's so good.
Thank you.
I love it every single time.
I'm trying to find your username on
on Bilibili.
but I'm just getting all your the translated
Oh, the
Bilibilis
videos. Here, let me
and
see if I
videos,
can.
yeah. But all good. Yeah, I'm just like letting you know. I don't know. I think sometimes yeah, Bilibili is just a little bit odd. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my videos.
Thank you for making them.
Mhm.
Age.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Age, AGEKK on most platforms. And yeah, I also do gacha content, obviously. Play lots of Zenless, Wuthering Waves recently, Honkai Star Rail, Reverse 1999, reverse mention, of course. And yeah, sometimes I make singing covers too. I really enjoy those. Want to make more of those as well. And
I saw the
started
Wuha one.
branching out with some variety. So hopefully, we can do more collabs of other games in the future too, since they're so much fun. And yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And I was gonna say thank you for having me.
We will never
Yeah,
have you
you're-
again.
You're on the crew.
This is the final.
But yeah, thank you for so much for coming, Kodla. It was so much fun to talk.
Thank you for
And,
having me.
All of you guys.
Yeah, to round us off, hey folks, it's your boy Josh, the host with the most. You guys can catch me on the all platforms, same name usually. Maybe I added one somewhere on Twitter, but yeah, hey JShu everywhere. We do a lot of combat and variety Zenless zzzero content. I've been a little bit quiet this month, but next month I do have some bigger projects and some different variety what you might call it series. There we go, series planned. So yeah, stay on the lookout.
Happy
Make sure-
partner anniversary.
Oh, thank you,
yes,
thank you.
yes.
Happy
Anniversary.
Goated.
One more year around the sun. You know,
Age,
I'm
okay.
very, very grateful.
Oh, sorry,
I
I'm
just
choking
fell
my
over.
Saliva.
Yeah,
I was so excited about your partnerversary.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Happy
yeah.
partnerversary.
Thank you. And then just as a little bit of shill for the Proxy podcast, make sure you guys like us over on YouTube. If you guys are on Spotify, make sure you guys rate us 5 stars and please leave some comments on the videos. We need more comments. All right. Next time I gotta see more comments so we can read them out on the podcast. All right, folks. Thank you guys so much. And we look to expand very, very soon. So keep an eye out on more platforms. Other than that, thank you so much for watching.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Toodles.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All
next
right,
time.
gamers. All right, gamers. And
Amazing.
that will wrap it up.
You're so professional.
I
Yeah.
know. I had to
Okay.
host last time. I was stuttering. Like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah,
I kept
sometimes you
forgetting
can
what
just
to
make
say.
it quick
I'm
and
so
easy.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Josh, for having to edit the disaster that was me attempting. to
No,
host last time.
honestly, it was pretty good. It's pretty good. So yeah.
How rough was the lore one? I know you literally sent a message about it.
So I've cut it up. I like
Ooh.
projectedly need around like 3-4 more hours to edit.
Mhm.
Just because I gotta grab like a bunch of different clips and stuff for
Yeah.
the YouTube visual side, but nah, it's not even that bad. And as I say, but
Josh
yeah.
putting in work.
Trust me, I know how long
Oh,
it can take to
the
edit
grind.
podcasts.
Exactly.
You think it wouldn't
Oh.
take that long? It's like maybe a couple hour long
No, yeah,
podcast,
yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever time the podcast is, double it. And that's
Double it.
how long
Yeah,
it
my
takes.
God.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
long was
so-
ours? Like 3-ish?
Ours is 3 hours,
seems
so then like I usually cut it down to like an hour and a half ish.
Oh.
Oh my
The
goodness.
Lord podcast will probably be around 2 hours. So this one might be around an hour and a half, to be honest. If
Can
I
you imagine lore podcast? Yeah.
Lord
Yeah.
podcast, yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was really really good. It was it covered
I
so
can imagine the
much.
amount of like the density of the
Yeah.
My brain was
the
cooked after.
conversation.
Yeah, I do.
You should have
wor-
seen me though. You should have seen me. I was like, I was doing like
Yeah,
different
you
emotes. I was
started
just I was pulling out like, ooh, okay, and I was pulling out
Yeah.
different emotes just to say engage.
Our bad.
No,
It
but it
is
was a good
funny going
conversation.
back and looking at it because it's like it literally starts with the normal Zenless lore, and then you like skip forward, and it's me and Ashkai talking about like light waves and how it affects ether, and like how the ether nuclear weapons into the old civilization, and if ether
then
data
watching
can
it,
read
you're like,
human
"Whoa."
data.
It's
Yeah.
Naruto. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, thank
That's
you guys so much. I
Of
really
course.
didn't even realize like how fast time passed. Been a super pleasure hanging out with you guys. But I do have to prepare myself. I have an
Yes.
No,
appointment in an
you
hour.
go.
Yeah, you
No
go.
worries.
Don't let us
Not
keep
at
you.
all.
Don't let us keep you. You go.
Please
Thank you
reach
so
out to
much.
me if you guys need anything. I'm super excited and happy, and I'll be fine with like joining in another podcast in the future if you guys want to. So yeah,
Mm,
thank you guys.
100%.
Perfect. Have a good rest of your day.
More podcasts, more events, more
yeah.
collabs.
Have a
I'll
good
see you next
Thank you
appointment.
guys.
Bye. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I am going
then
to
there were three of
also.
us.
There's gonna be two here in a
Three
second. I
figures.
also gotta head out because I'm so
Yeah, no
hungry.
worries.
But
Yeah.
again,
No,
thank you
I mean,
guys for.
I gotta eat dinner too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But chat, thank you guys for
Yeah,
coming
same,
out.
same,
I
same.
appreciate it. I always love doing these. These are super fun, and I know you guys enjoy it
Mhm.
too. So thank you all for joining.
Mhm.
And yeah, chat, say goodbye to the merge chat because we're gonna leave here in a second. But I hope
Yep.
you guys
Say
have a
goodbye
good
to
rest
your
of your
friends.
days. Age, have good sleepy bed bye time.
Yeah, actually, go hibernate.
Yeah,
at
go
this
Oh my
point.
hibernate.
god.
Yeah.
But I need to edit down the Woowa story.
Not
I have to
later,
post it while it's
later.
The
No,
grind
not the
doesn't end.
FOMO. All right, well, I'll talk to you
Ah.
later. Bye bye.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks,
bye.
everybody. Bye.
All right, chat. How does this look, by the way? Like, look at this. Look at this, like the ultra wide aspect ratio. First of all, I hope you guys really enjoyed that podcast. I love Zcodla, sweetheart. It was really, really nice to actually finally be able to talk to them. Because I had been watching them for a really long time. But yeah, how does this aspect ratio look? Like, is it good for you guys? Or is it not? Oh, whoops. I was trying to move chat. There we go. Get you back up here. Because like Zenless would be like it would be the entire screen, and I'm just in the corner still. I know there was a lot of like black space just because like Discord. But the actual thing, yeah. You think it's fine? Not bad at all? Amazing. That's really nice to hear. I'll have to figure out a way to get YouTube to not say that it's like a scuffed resolution, because it's telling me it's literally telling me that the quality of the stream is poor right now. It's the cinema feel, dude. The cinema feel is gonna be even more when we're playing the game. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And also, yeah, we'll be doing the Is it gonna be tomorrow? I might make it tomorrow. Tomorrow at some point, I do want to stream the Pulchra events because we do need to do some stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go eat. I love you all. and I'll see you tomorrow for the poker stream. Tomorrow's Saturday, right? Yes, it is. Okay, I don't know what time, but you guys know. Discord, Twitter in the bio. If you're new around here, you can follow there. I'll say when I go. I always say when I go live. What? I'm having a stroke. I always say when I go live next on there. Yes. Okay. Anyway, I need food. Bye. Love you. Mwah. Have a good rest of your day and weekend because it is Friday. Bye bye.